Alright, ladies and gents, as ever, my name is Shane, that's Shane's Games, and tonight we're going to be playing Sam & Max The Devil's Playhouse, aka Sam & Max Season 3. This won't be our first time playing it, so if you want to see how we got to where we are tonight, or check out some of the games I've played in the past, be them obscure, unusual, or nostalgic, feel free to check out my YouTube channel, but for tonight, we'll go ahead and get into the game. One thing I want to mention first, since we're talking about pizza, the thing I always think about when we start talking about pizza like that is I had a friend that visited China a couple years back, and he went to the Pizza Hut in China. And I think this is so interesting because he noticed there were some very significant differences between Pizza Hut in China and Pizza Hut in America. Number one, it was much more expensive. A large pizza there was like 30 bucks, 30, 35, somewhere around there. Number two, it was like a semi-fancy, semi-formal experience. Like, it was a sit-down restaurant, and like the waiter was wearing like a suit and tie, which is kind of crazy. And number three, you know, like in America, the standard pizza topping is like pepperoni. Like, the average pizza usually comes with like pepperoni just as like a base. The equivalent to that in China is corn. The most common topping over there, the topping that's on pretty much every variation of pizza, is corn. Which is A, not something I've ever tried, and B, not something I've ever considered. Yes, phenomenon, I was confused as well. Apparently that's very common as a topping in Asia in general. I've never tried corn on pizza. I can't even picture that flavor profile with the sauce, the cheese, and then corn. I can't make that work in my brain. I'd try it if it was presented to me, but like, that's wild. That is very interesting as a topping. Like, just when you think you've heard it all, there you go. Are we talking like corn, not whole cobs, I think. Yeah, I'd give it a try, but it's out there. It definitely is. Relentlessly, your German grandma would put corn on pizza. That's interesting. Nermi, welcome in. You really enjoy corn on pizza. All right. So we've got some fans of it as well. Interesting. I mean, obviously somebody must be enjoying it if it's that common out there. I don't think I've ever seen it in the US. I've seen a lot of toppings in Chicago, but I've never seen corn as an option. Shannon, you're also a corn on pizza enjoyer. All right. Skip the damn to try corn before anchovies. Fair enough, anchovies aren't for everybody. Very strong flavor there. All right, so quick recap of where we're at in the game. We did episode 1, in which case our little buddy Max gained psychic powers and we had to foil an alien invasion. Then in episode 2, we found out that Sam and Max's great-grandfathers had actually discovered a dangerous artifact called the Devil's Toy Box. And now we're starting episode 3 today, called They Stole Max's Brain. Little buddy, what have they done to you? Someone snatched Max's brain, gunning for control of its bizarre psychic powers. Now Sam is rolling up his sleeves, smacking heads, and throwing slugs. Whatever it takes to get back what's rightfully Max's. So that sounds exciting. Also, I just noticed they have some of the episodes of the previous games in the background, which is really cute. Seaweed on pizza, that I've never tried before either. So that one's new. Deviant Fish, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing good. See, everyone mentions Chicago style like it's a monolith, and I'm here to tell you it's not. There's actually two distinct, unique styles in Chicago. There's Chicago deep dish and Chicago tavern style, which is a type of thin crust, which is actually more popular with the locals out here than deep dish. Ben, you always go tavern style? I do too. Like, I'll get deep dish like once or twice a year, but like, if I have a choice, I'm getting tavern style. Honestly, my favorite style of pizza is Detroit style. The one with the high sides where they fry the cheese on the outside. Oh, that is so good. That's my go-to right there. But, I mean, luckily it's easy to find, but it's not super duper common, I wouldn't say. You can stack slices for eating. This is true. You can put a slice of pizza upside down on another slice of pizza and you got a pizza sandwich right there. Yeah, there is the plate stacking, Lone Grin. I believe I've heard that too for the all you can eat. All right, let's get into this, shall we?
Thanks to our magnificent brains, most of us live out our lives under the delusion that we are in control. But are our brains truly in control? Makes you think, doesn't it? Engrossed in the thrilling cinematic exploits of their ancestors, the freelance police have had no time to ponder these eternally vexing questions. But in mere moments, they and you will be plunged headfirst into these murky philosophical depths when Sam returns from his ill-timed bathroom break to discover they stole Max's brain.
Max? Little buddy? No, 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 no! No!
What happened?
Hey! What happened to Max? Talk!
We don't know! 1 second we were guarding the devil's toy box.
Then bam! Out went the lights!
Through a fog of rage, darkness, and raisinets, I tried to remember what Flint Paper told me about interrogating suspects.
Rule number 1, don't let the suspect control the conversation. Get him talking, then surprise him. Interrupt him with a question, or call him a liar, freak him out. And if all else fails, bring little Miss Persuasion out for a stroll.
Actually, I think it was more of a boom, really.
Really? Because I distinctly heard it more like a bam.
Anyway, someone knocked us out with a booming and or bamming sound, and,
Well, that's the last thing we remember until you woke us up and started snarling at us.
yeah, that's the last thing we remember.
Rule number 2, timing is everything. When you hear the suspect lying, that's when you jump in and accuse him.
Yup, I was totally unconscious the whole time. I certainly didn't see anything interesting. No siree, Bob.
Liar!
All right. I came to before Jebediah, just in time to hear the telltale sounds of a brain being removed from a bunny.
Obadiah, why didn't you do anything?
I was afraid. Afraid that he'd remove my brain, too.
Who? Who took Max's brain?
It was the space gorilla.
Yes.
Skunk Ape.
Of course. He must have been released from the penal zone when the toy box was stolen.
I'm so sorry.
Not half as sorry as that brain-stealing space ape's gonna be when I catch up with him.
Rule number 3, mole men are easy. To crack the tough nuts, you'll need information to prove your case. Sometimes you gotta ask around to get the dirt on the doers. Now, go get 'em.
I wrote a mental note to thank Flint at Max's funeral and got ready to squeeze some punks.
Alright, so it appears we're going full noir for this one. Oh, poor Max.
General Skunky. I should have known. That space ape had wanted Max's brain ever since he found out it was special. Now that special brain was gone, and I was cut loose, drifting in the neon current, hoping for a lucky break. Hello, ugly. You're one of Skunk Ape's goons. Where's your boss? What did he do to my little buddy?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunk Copy since you unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone. I'll never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across the dimensional boundary.
Hurry it up!
Since Skunk Copy's imprisonment, I've been reevaluating my life choices. I've abandoned violence for a career as a sign spinner. It's a very fulfilling, low-temperature job. Are you trying to threaten me with that?
Maybe.
You are aware that my ultra-dense space gorilla hide renders me impervious to your puny Earth bullets, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Where were we?
Enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat. He certainly seems plugged into the...
Rat? What rat?
Frankie the rat. He traffics in stolen merchandise and tawdry gambling rings.
Where can I find him?
He hangs out on the corner of Veni and Vidi in the Latin Quarter.
Frankie the Rat. The name left a bad taste on my tongue and an itchy sensation in my boxers. Still, there wasn't a rodent more plugged into the bad wiring in this city.
I'll catch up with chat in a second. It's kind of relentless pace. I hope everyone's doing well today, though. We got a runner!
Hey, Rat.
Sam, buddy, how's it hanging?
My partner's got a bad case of a missing brain, and someone thinks you might know something about it.
Brain, huh? Well, I did see something unusual and brain-related a little while back.
Spill!
I was given directions to a confused tourist. Poor fellow was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his
Where?
Hey, take it easy, big fella. I sent him right over that way, about 2 miles.
Frankie the Rat helping a tourist? It was absurd. Absurd like Max was, back when he had a brain. So imagine my surprise when I found Frankie's tourist wandering around the bad side of town.
Oh! Ah!
What the hell? Who the heck is this?
You, foreign guy, what's your story?
Ooh, an American police shakedown! How thrilling!
God.
Yeah, it's a real honor. Now, what do you know?
Well, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats.
And Frankie sent you here?
Yeah,
That dirty lion rat.
you know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country's rats, but this Frankie was so gracious and helpful.
Hurry it up.
I was about to give him a tip for the help, when all of a sudden the Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. Might have been more of an
Ultra super color what now?
Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. My people's word for a stunning battle between a strangely garbed man and an alien space gorilla carrying a brain in a jar. So, where was I? Oh, yes! After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ibble-skibbled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. And you know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the museum district. Maybe I am mistaking the Friendly Red's direction.
It's a strange land, all right. Strange and dark and twisted
Please stop! I'm already ibble-skibbled enough.
Sorry.
De nada. Anything else?
Wait, that's not German!
Let's hear your sad little story again, from the top.
Very well. About an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your You know,
Already heard
back in
that.
Europe, I heard so many warnings about your country's red.
Then what?
I was about to give him a tip for the help. At least I think
Heard
it was
that.
Weltraumliebe-Wachzauber.
What happened next?
After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets.
Heard
You know
that.
what else? I'm starting to think that this is... Is that one of your famous American handguns? Fascinating. We don't have any of these in Europe, you know. Shall I continue? People in this country are so intense.
He's European, from Europe.
The tourists seemed like just another victim circle in the drain, but I knew there was more to the story. It was time to circle back and flush out the truth.
Alright, let me take a moment to get caught up on chat here. First, Otaku Hanzo, thank you for the follow, I appreciate that. And Michael R. Hassler, welcome in, thank you for the follow there. 4M, hope you're doing good today, glad to have you with us. And Groshin, glad to have you here. There's a word for everything if you don't care about making them up, it's true. It's not like I can fact check any of this, so I'll take the word for it. One thing I wanted to mention too, a note about last stream when we played episode 2. Somebody reminded me I had forgotten. Last stream we met a vampire hunter named Jurgen, who in the course of solving a puzzle we turned into a vampire. I had completely forgotten in season 2 he was the Eurotrash vampire that we met there. So that was a bit of a prequel, which is a nice callback, I appreciate that, but it's been a while since I played season 1 and 2, so I'd completely forgotten. But for anybody binge watching all 3 seasons, that's gonna be a nice callback. Let's see, Ryo GTO, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, thank you for the follow. Alright, so... let's see, let's head back to Frankie the Rat, because he didn't mention the fight. So maybe we can get some more information on that. Yeah, baby! Oh yeah, the fucking
Frankie,
nipple.
what do you know? I was given directions to a confused tourist.
To the museum district?
Yeah, poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all...
Don't lie to me, Frankie. I talked to your tourist, and it looks to me like you sent him over to the wrong side of town to get rolled by your rat pack.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but this conversation is over. I ain't saying nothing till I get some legal representation. The nerve of some people, trampling a rat's God-given...
Do you want a lawyer? Here's an attorney from Smith & Wesson.
Okay, I'll talk. Sheesh. Like you guessed, I gave the tourist directions to the bad side of town, but I was just winding him up, really. Hey, you ask me, the schmuck deserved it. Acting all high and mighty and European, wearing his fancy socks.
The whole stinking city's wound up. Like a...
Do you want me to finish my story, or do you want to go off on another depressing tangent?
I'm not really sure.
Anyway, when the big fight broke out, me, the tourist, and the other gorilla ducked down behind the crate, and I, picked their pockets. The tourist was loaded with high-exchange European stuff, but all the
Other gorilla? What other gorilla?
Believe it or not, it was another space ape. He was spinning a sign for some pet store, the poor schlub.
So that dirty punk sign spinner did see Skunk Ape.
Anyway, after the fight moved on, the tourist got a nice souvenir for his trouble, and I skedaddled back here. And that's all I
Souvenir?
know, honest. Ask it.
Souvenir?
Yeah, something fell out of the funny hat guy's pocket, and the tourist scooped it up.
What was it?
I don't know, something.
So the tourist didn't leave empty-handed after all.
So what now?
Stick around. I may be back.
I shall count the minutes.
Skedaddle is an amazing word. I love that one. Hey, Trinetta, enjoy your lurk. Yeah, we actually get to persuade people now. We're going hardcore. All right, so let's head back to the dark alley. I want to know what that souvenir he took was, because that could be important.
Ooh, a repeat performance.
Let's run through it one more time. And speak slowly. I'm an American.
As I said before, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats. You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country's rats, but this freak...
You lie.
You're right, it was more like 57 minutes ago. Yeah, but you American police are stinklers. Anyhow, I was about to give him a tip for the help when all of a sudden a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your...
I've heard that part.
It was Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. Might have...
That's a super cult.
The Weltraumliebe Wach... So, where was I? Oh, yes! After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my...
All right, here's where he's lying.
I'm stuck.
Don't play innocent with me, metric lover. The rat saw you pick up something after the fight. Now spill.
Yeah, it's true. I took a souvenir from the fight. I didn't think anyone would notice. Here.
Norrington. Who the heck is Norrington?
I don't know. Just don't hurt me.
Metric lover,
Americans are all
amazing.
Animals.
I mean, literally,
Finally,
yes.
a clue. Norrington. The name rang fewer bells than a sleigh in July. Fortunately, it didn't need to. Crimetron, do your stuff. What do you mean not found in database?
The Crimetron requires additional clues to make an informed deduction.
Clues? I haven't got time for clues. Max's body is starting to smell differently.
Then maybe you should stop yelling at my girlfriend and start with the clue-finding.
Grrr.
Of course you'd say that, Chippy. Metric is a good band. I like them too. All right, so the sign spinner was lying to us too. Let's see if we can get anything more out of him. This is a cool sequence. I like this a lot.
I'm back. Now where's Skunk Ape?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunk Copy since you unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone. I'll never forget his final terror.
That story ain't gonna wash, Bonzo. Your pal Frankie told me all about how you and he hid from a fight between Skunk Ape and some other guy. Now make with the lip flapping and I better like what I hear.
It's true. A few of your Earth minutes ago, I was spinning my sign for Frankie the Rat and a tourist when General Skunkape came running down the street, chasing after a strangely garbed man. To my everlasting shame, I cowered behind.
Strangely garbed?
Yes, a man in a faded jacket and a strange hat. He seemed to be carrying a box of some sort. General Skunkape was in hot pursuit. After the general and the stranger fled the scene, I discovered that he had dropped this. I'm surprised he didn't come back for it, but he appeared to be in some...
What's that? A brain remover?
I believe it's one of the toys of power that my general has been collecting for the past 25 Kryleks.
I knew that. Give me that toy.
No! I need it to get back in General Skunkape's good graces. Once I return this artifact to the General, he'll forgive my temporary abandonment of his goals and welcome me back to his crew with open arms. Oh, how I've come to miss standing at... That pitiful pop gun will never make me give up the rhinoplasty, Earth Dog.
Dang it.
Give me that toy.
No! Once I Oh, how I've come to miss...
Huh. You're fooling yourself, kid.
What are you talking about?
The only thing Skunk Ape's gonna welcome you with is a fistful of phasers. You can't go home again. You can't even get on the porch. You've tasted the apple, peed in the pool, bit in the hand that rocks the cradle. You're a sign spinner to him now, and that's all you're ever gonna be.
You're right. It's hopeless. No matter what I do now, I'll never soar through the galaxy at my general's side ever again.
Being noir worked.
And I hate to tell you, but you're not a very good sign spinner either.
Ouch.
I hated to see a grown gorilla cry, so I got in the car and looked for another lost soul to join me as I gazed into the abyss. The last time we saw the rhinoplasty toy, Max's special brain used it to turn into a bazooka. Now it was gonna lead me to the guy who stole that special brain. It wasn't exactly ironic, but I didn't care. Okay, Crimetron, this is your last chance before I start looking for an upgrade. Come on, you obsolete hunk of junk. Talk! Where's Skunk Ape?
Sam, no!
Stop holding out on me!
Get away from her, you brute.
Finally.
Audiences across the country say, you're a monster, Sam.
What have you become?
So
Museum
good.
of Mostly natural history, the tarnished jewel of the city's once thriving museum district. Max and I always meant to visit, but we'd never gotten around to it. Now we were finally going to take in its thrilling and dubiously educational displays with a vengeance.
I appreciate that one of the neon signs just said neon sign.
All right, Skunk Ape, it's time to pay the piper, plus tax and applicable service fees.
I love it. This does seem like a good place for a big showdown. We count up on Chad again. Beat him with depression. That's cruel. It was, but we're in a hurry. It took Max's brain. We can't waste any time. We noired him up good. All right, so go ahead and save our game here. Our first save of the day.
Hang tight, little buddy.
All right, so let's see what we got in here. Apocalypse display.
I'll take a look around after I track down Max's brain.
That's fair. All right.
It's a telltale trail of Grandpa Stinky's brain-preserving demon broth. Could Max's brain still be alive?
Oh man, hopefully. But where would it be? Where could the brain have gone? Yeah, no one's around to appreciate the dramatic entrance. Tragic.
Not now. I've got to find Max's brain.
Is that gunfire? Like laser fire? Where I hear something. Where's it coming from? Up here? Might be.
Hail to my superior technological might, Necromancer!
Slow it down your simian hindquarters, barbarian!
Skunky. And paperweight? He's looking pretty spry for a 120-year-old. And there's the Devil's Toy Box. And is that...
Sam! Get me out of here. This whole place smells like gorilla and patchouli.
The interloper who foiled my scheme to collect the toys of power and re-imprisoned me in the penal zone?
Sam? The great-grandson of the patron who put the kibosh on my intricate plan to unleash Yog-Sothoth and take over the world?
I hate that guy.
I hate that guy!
Yes, a common enemy. I propose an alliance.
You get the galaxy, I get the Earth?
Agreed.
Nice going, Bubble Brain.
Don't blame me. I'm still trying to find the volume controls on this thing.
Minions, after him.
Crap.
Sam? Aw, man. Now I'm stuck in here with the alliance of C-list supervillains. It was way more fun when they were fighting.
All right, now we can use Max as well. Bolos, good morning. How are you doing today? Also, V6, welcome in.
Soon the doors will open.
Look at all those cool psychic toys. Am I doing that?
Indeed, yes. Your psychic brain, melded to Monsieur Paperweight Sorcery and my super science, have created a techno-arcanic whirlpool, drawing the toys to this convenient container.
So that explains the giant sucking sound in my head.
No, that's just you.
Yeah, the negotiations went well, which is great for them, not so great for us.
Please, help us reach our goal. Operators are standing by to take your call.
Whatever the meter's measuring, it's still pretty low.
Hey, bad guys, how about a little light show? It's getting boring in here.
I'm afraid that tonight's performance of Mundane Objects in Space, a Cosmic Odyssey, has been cancelled, so that the Yeneler and I might use the projector to summon the scattered psychic toys from the four corners of the globe.
Aww.
Aww. Heading to bed soon, Follows. No worries. I hope you get a good rest when you go.
Hey, you! Fez guy!
What is it?
Why are you and that big dumb ape skunk ape working together?
General Skunkapi and I have had a meeting of minds over our mutual loathing of you, your partner, and your forefathers.
So that added up to what? One mind between you?
I just hope his brain-dead minions can dispose of your partner without injuring any of my employees.
It's a bed sort of day. Sometimes rest is just what you need.
How come you haven't aged a day since my great-grandpa kicked your demon-summoning butt back in the olden times?
The horrible secret of my apparent immortality is too terrible to comprehend, and would surely drive an uninitiated mind such as yours to the brink of madness were I to utter it.
So, Pilates then? What are you doing in this 2-bit museum anyway?
Since my defeat at the hands of your meddling ancestors, I've insinuated myself into the archaeological community, painstakingly gathering the requisite toys of power necessary to reopen a doorway between our world and the realm of Yog-Sothoth.
Nerd.
Excellent response.
You're a magical mumbo-jumbo guy, so maybe you can tell me. What's the deal with me having psychic powers all of a sudden? Am I going through the change?
It's difficult to say. The only minds on this plane capable of wielding the toys of power are the insane, the simple, or the defective.
Ah, you've been reading my press, kid.
But encountering two special brains in the same bloodline is practically unheard of. Your lineage is most peculiar and dangerous.
You should see us during holiday cookouts.
That's an odd thought. I love how the easiest way to make a strange English accent is to vocalize the R's. It works. It works. Immortality sounds exhausting. Not for me, definitely.
Could you try and stop your new buddy from zapping Sam with a banana-shaped ray gun or whatever?
Why should I give a hellbeast's hangnail about the fate of Sameth's brood?
Well, let me get back to you on that. What are you and Corporal Buttcheeks here doing with the Devil's Toy Box anyway?
We're unwinding and rewiring the synapses of your brain to cast a blasphemous net of tech necromancy across reality so that the toys of power may be properly encased within the Devil's Toy Box.
Ah, that's about what I thought.
Really? Repeat what I just said.
Blah, blah, blah. I've got a wonderful brain. Blargy, blargy. More toys for me.
More or less, actually.
Pretty grubby joint you got here.
It's one of the finest collections in the world. Our Yog-Sothoth tapestry is one of a kind.
Gee, it'd be a shame if Skunk Ape's minions ripped your tapestry to shreds and used it for space towelettes. You know, accidentally.
Don't even think of such a thing.
Could be a clue there.
All this talking with my brain is making me tired. Let's talk later.
Yeah, you got the highlights there. I think all the important stuff got covered.
What's that for?
That controls our new laser light show. It will bring many, many young people to the museum.
If you can lure them away from their zoetropes.
Oh, kids these days and their zoetropes. You know how it is. What else we got going on in here?
Calibrating lepton emitters.
Hey, Skunk Ape!
Yes?
Do love me a zoetrope. I know, they're all the rage these days.
Why are you working with that creepy paperweight guy?
Monsieur Paperweight and I have reached an accommodation.
Is that legally permitted in this state?
I'm lending my scientific prowess to his mystical efforts to draw the toys of power into the so-called Devil's Toy Box.
That spell thing Paperweight's working on. It wouldn't have something to do with summoning an elder god by the name of Yog-Sothoth, would it?
Now that you mention it, Yog-Sothoth's name did come up once or twice. He's certainly touchy about that precious tapestry of his.
Yeesh.
That seems like a clue. We'll have to look into that later. Delicious void juice. Hey, Valkos, good morning. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well.
So, long time no see.
Long time? Yes. If only you knew how long. It has been but a handful of Earth
Hours since you and your companion imprisoned me in the penal zone.
However, due to the temporal phase shifting of the zone,
I experienced years of maddening nothingness during those fleeting hours.
Ah, that would explain the tiny crow's feet around the eyes. Not to mention that telltale old gorilla smell.
Ouch.
What are you doing here, anyway?
The same thing I was doing all those years ago.
Boring me to tears?
Gathering the toys of power so that I might conquer the galaxy.
Now that you and Fezhead have stopped fighting, could you tell me how my brain ended up outside my sexy little body?
I took it from you after I was suddenly ejected from the penal zone.
How come I didn't notice?
you appeared to be entranced by a primitive form of Earth entertainment.
Around here, we call it a popcorn coma, big guy.
I have definitely been in a TV viewing coma strong enough that I wouldn't notice someone taking my brain.
What are you planning to do with my brain once this whole Toys for Jerks drive is over?
The same thing I planned to do before you yanked me into your ASAT's penal zone. Plug your brain into my ship's central computer and use your terrifying psychic powers to conquer the galaxy.
Couldn't we just use them to cruise for chicks? The ladies love a good spoon bending.
That's curious. My scans indicate you don't even like girls.
That is kind of a running gag in the series.
Could you try not to kill Sam? He's my designated driver whenever I'm in the sauce like this.
Oh, my minions won't kill him.
That's good.
They're under strict orders to drag him, beaten and bloodied, to my feet,
so that he might witness my ascension to ruler of the galaxy.
Just so long as he can still drive.
A little tired since my students had their recital on Saturday. Been working hard for that. How did it go? Hopefully everything went well. Hopefully you got some time to rest after that.
What are you two scamps doing with the Devil's Toy Box?
We're tapping the nigh infinite power of your brain
to create a bifurcated vortex of technological and arcane energies
to impel the toys of power to return to their point of origin.
Via a 5-dimensional matrix of quantum foam and sympathetic magics.
Yes, of course.
You have no idea what I just said, do you?
No, but if it means more psychic toys for me, then vortex away. I see you've got your old band of lackeys back together.
Yes. My mighty army is once again ready to take on the galaxy.
At least they would be if
Paperweight's filthy security guard wasn't underfoot. That disease-carrying insect had better keep his pestilent thorax away from my boys.
Alright, that's another clue right there, I suspect.
Could you go over there for a while? The way you're salivating over my anterior cortex is creeping me out, frankly.
Very well.
You're all very accommodating. I appreciate that. Vitakanev, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow.
Is that an espresso machine? Because I've always wanted to pour caffeine directly into my brain.
This device is used to maintain the complex matrix of energies between the Devil's Toy Box, your magnificent brain, and Paperweight's chaos magic, and funnel them into the planetarium's crude projector.
Fascinating. Now tell me more about my magnificent brain.
So I think that may be everything we can do here now. Well, we got some interesting
Toy location
clues.
acquired.
Let's pop over to Sam.
Well, at least I know that Max's brain is still alive and kicking. I'll never get back in there while Skunk Ape and Paperweight are working together. Maybe I can break up those lovebirds from out here.
Alright, yeah, I think we can do that. A stealth mission. Oh god, I'm so bad at those. Record-breaking 34 students performed, had to split it into 2 recitals. Holy crap. Congratulations, Valkos. That's humongous. I also need caffeine poured directly into my brain. That would be so good. Sign me up. Hey, Sim, welcome in. How's your weekend going? Or how was your weekend, I should say. How are you doing? Yeah, me and Stealth is a bad combo. All right, let's look around and see what we have to work with here.
You!
Oh, me?
Don't get kid with me, wise guy. What are you doing in the museum after dark?
I'm Sam. I'm with the Freelance Police.
Freelance police, eh? I heard a lot about you guys. A lot. I'm Sal, museum's security guard. You must be looking into all the freaky shenanigans going on around here tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Well, feel free to poke around. But right now, you gotta do something about this pile of trash.
That's not trash. That's my partner.
Partner, trash, potato, potato. If it's not up and moving in the next few minutes, I'm tossing that smelly lump of guts into the incinerator.
Incinerator? Yeesh.
Well, that's harsh. That is a very large roach. Also, I feel like they just told him channel Patrick Warburton for the voice role. Ooh, working on some crochet projects. Very nice. Very nice to have some crochet projects when it's a little chilly outside. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Punisher. All right, let's talk to the roach and then we'll start looking around.
Sal.
Keep it down, will ya? This is a museum, not a locker room.
Any idea what that Paperweight loser is doing in the planetarium?
Hey, don't be calling Mr. Paperweight a loser. He's a stand-up guy who took me in and gave me a job.
He's not here, you know.
Nah, I got no idea what that loser's up to. Heck, I can't even understand half the things he tells me over the headphones.
Ooh, headphone connection. That's another thing we could use.
Your boss is gathering demonic toys for a nefarious purpose.
Toys, eh? And what do you want me to do about it?
Call the Army, the Navy, the Swiss Guard.
You want me to turn on my boss? Dream on, buddy. This is a pretty cushy job here, and I ain't messing it up over a bunch of demonic toys.
Sal, why is that name so familiar? Wait a minute. Stinkies used to have a fry cook named Sal.
Yep, that'd be me.
A 6-foot-tall cockroach working at Stinkies? That's shocking. No, wait. What's that thing that's the complete opposite of shocking?
We'd heard the name Sal before. We'd never actually seen the fry cook. Hey, Lunar Stargate, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a good week so far. Emperor, your turn from work calls. Can somebody catch me up on what's happened since the German tourist? So we followed the trail of clues to the Museum of Mostly Natural History, where we found that Max's brain is still alive. However, we ran into both General Skunkape and Paperweight, the villain from episode 2, who's still alive. Initially, they were battling it out, but once they saw that Max was here, they formed a temporary truce in order to kill him. So now we have to find some way to break up their partnership and rescue Max's brain. Let's see, how was your week? In anything fun? Not really, not yet anyway. This is kind of the middle part of my weekend. So hoping to get into some stuff tomorrow, but we'll see, Something, pew pew pew, Max in a jar. More or less that.
So why did Grandpa Stinky fire you? I mean, aside from the whole disease-carrying vermin thing.
He, didn't approve of a cockroach in the kitchen.
That's strange. Grandpa Stinky never had problems with cockroaches before. Nice headphones. Listening to the game? Or maybe some Black Flag?
No, these are my official museum guard emergency headphones. I gotta wear these so that Mr. Paperweight can tell me where to go in case of a security emergency. Of course, I haven't heard from him in a while. He must be busy up there with that space gorilla guy.
Did they just straight up name check Black Flag? What the hell? I didn't see that coming. Let's see, got my exercise in this morning. Now it's time to sign into work. Excellent. Hope your exercise went well. Morning's a good time for it. I like to get out of the way early, personally.
Would you mind not throwing my little buddy into the museum's incinerator?
What can I do, Sam? If Mr. P finds another corpse strewn about all willy-nilly on the exhibit floor, he's gonna kick my thorax right to the unemployment office. You say your friend's still alive? You better get him moving.
Alright, that could be a clue there, too.
Would you mind not throwing my little buddy into the museum's incinerator?
What can I do, Sam?
Oh, we already heard
say your
this.
friend...
But he hasn't got a brain.
Well, maybe you should find him a new one. Sheesh, some detective you are.
Don't look now, but there's a scandalously clad intergalactic despot running roughshod through your museum.
You mean General Skunkape? He's an A1 buttwad, all right. But what are you gonna do? Mr. Paperweight's rolled out the red carpet for him and his minions.
Don't you think you should alert the authorities?
What? Lose my job?
How's life with Skunk Ape?
Skunk Ape. That's a good one. I'll have to remember that. Not so bad. Aside from the big gorilla over there guarding the door, most of these apes just hang out in the planetarium.
That's easy enough.
What's with all the apes running around?
Beats me. Mr. Paperweight told me to steer clear of them. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Roxana, welcome in. How are you doing today?
See you, Sal.
Be careful out there, Sam. This place is cuckoo tonight.
Alright, now let's take a look around and see who we got to work with.
That fellow reminds me of my great-granduncle Eustachius. Canis erectus. This freakish tooth, dating from the late Phamerian era, is thought to represent an evolutionary dead end of heavyset man-dog hybrids. This night was bad enough, but now my distant ancestors are getting insulted by pasty-faced anthropologists.
I hate it when that happens. I don't think it's Patrick Warburton, but he seems to be channeling Patrick Warburton. Like, I was just saying that the voice director probably told him just do a Patrick Warburton impression.
The end of the world is predicted by top apocalypsologists. Some say the world will end in fire, some in ice, but it takes a truly advanced mind to envision an apocalypse that revolves around a many-eyed, many-horned, walking purple people-eater.
That's my theory, personally.
To witness the final stage of the coming apocalypse, turn the hourglass. Okay. Whoa, I did not see that coming.
It feels so real. Alright, doesn't seem to be anything else to do there now. The real horde is how cheap it looks.
A prehistoric and virulent form of poison ivy was 7 times as irritating as its modern counterpart. Primitive life forms were often driven into fits of howling, scratching rage by the merest sampling of T. paleness's secretions. It's hard to believe something that pretty could be so annoying.
I mean, it definitely sounds like Patrick Warburton. All right. That feels like it might be something we could work with at some point.
Hoyosaurus henway.
That's an interesting name. All right. What else we got here?
Dog man, where do you think you're going?
I'm just looking for the snack foods exhibit.
No one leaves here. Sconcape's orders.
Why?
We're supposed to be on the lookout for, Sam. That's it, Sam. Are you Sam?
No, my name is Tyrone. Sam's that guy.
Tis we! I've arrived at the world-famous Museum of Mostly Natural History. And look, a cute little animatronic monkey.
Mahila to Sconcape, I've successfully neutralized the one known as Sam.
Yes? Describe him.
Hey, hairless, difficult to place accent.
That's not Sam, you fool. Now don't bother me again until you find Sam.
Apparently that, wasn't Sam.
Oh well, happy hunting.
Thank you, Tyrone.
That works. When voicing Sal, he does a homage to Patrick Warburton. You don't say.
Eucalyptus porcus, the long-extinct bacon plant, was the evolutionary forerunner of today's domesticated swine. I don't think evolution works that way, but I kind of wish it did.
My thoughts exactly. It is nice that Sam and Max usually take on complete morons. It does make my job a lot easier. I have become Tyrone. Bet that's a line you weren't expecting me saying today.
It's too bad Max's mighty psychic brain isn't here. There's all sorts of new phone numbers on this courtesy phone.
Oh man, that would be nice then. Consider me a vegetarian. I mean, it works.
Museum of Mostly Natural History guided tour. Ah, an audio guide that attempts to make sense of the nonsensical museum displays. I should tape one of these for our office.
All right. What do we have in our inventory? We've got the gun, got the tour headset.
These are the headphones for the museum self-guided tour. You know, they look a little familiar.
They do look a little familiar. They look like Sal's headset.
This little device is used to guide clueless visitors through the museum's self-guided tour.
All right, what can we do with this?
Welcome to the Museum of Mostly Natural History. My name is Anton Paperweight, and I'll be your narrator on this self-guided tour today.
All right, what do we got?
Let us begin. Please make your way to the Mesozoic era exhibit in the center of the main floor.
Oh, all right. So, I'm starting to get an idea of where this puzzle's going.
Although it lasted for only 7 weeks during the late summer of 56 million BC, the Mesozoic era produced an incredible explosion of evolutionary diversity, most of which was quickly erased by less ridiculous creatures.
That'll happen, yeah.
Gently yank the bone to hear the roar of the Poyosaurus henway. Please make your way to the animatron of the terrible beast assaulting the city. Humanity has long pondered about the eventual fate of the Earth. Today, thanks to sophisticated supercomputers, scientists have determined that the world will end in the year 2015, as giant monsters, environmental disasters, and political apathy combine to turn our world into an unlivable hellhole shortly before the sun unexpectedly goes nova.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That does feel accurate. I have not played Warframe 1999 yet. I saw the trailer. I'm going to play it eventually because I've been waiting for that for some time. Have you, Valkos? Any thoughts? Curious. Also, Nauseum. I'm really enjoying this one. I think as far as the puzzles, this is my favorite of the series so far.
Turn the hourglass to witness the Earth's final moments as predicted by accredited apocalypticians. Please proceed to the Treasures of the Forgotten Pharaoh exhibit.
All right, so the first column is mostly directions. That's probably what we're going to need to use to solve this puzzle.
The museum is proud to have recently obtained the preserved remains of the mysterious Forgotten Pharaoh of ancient Egypt.
Oh, Path of Exile 2? One of my coworkers is huge into that right now.
Now, poke the eyes to see an ancient, brutal civilization spring to life. And finally, the pride of the museum. Please proceed to the Knights of Yog-Sothoth display.
Oh, that must be what's right behind him right now.
The Order of Yog-Sothoth were an ancient society of mystic knights dedicated to serving an overfiend of the dark dimensions. This priceless tapestry, woven from the meticulously groomed back hair of the knights, is all that remains of their order.
Oh, God.
To see the terrifying power of the Yog-Sothoth tapestry, pull the sword from the eyeball.
All right, so that's all we got there.
It says it's an information desk, but I feel dumber just looking at it.
Oh, the Bell Riots. That was supposed to be this year, wasn't it? He did say Nova, not Supernova, which is a nice gesture. It's a fine line, but I appreciate them walking it right there. Only 100 hours of the game. Jeez. See what we got here.
Behold, the dread wonder of Yog-Sothoth, overfiend of the dark dimension.
Yeah. I'm glad my great-grandpa stopped that trans-dimensional beauty from manifesting in the East Side.
Relentlessly everything you know about Path of Exile 2 you have learned by listening to a girl I like talk about it. Honestly, the best way to learn about any video game, if you can manage it.
Tapestry of Yog-Sothoth, overfiend of the dank dimensions, on loan from the East Village chapter of the Knights of Yog-Sothoth. He doesn't look so tough. In fact, he looks kind of flammable.
All right, so if we can find some way to burn that tapestry, that might distract Paperweight. You know, I've wanted to try Ni no Kuni 1 and 2. They look like really good games, but I have not got around to it yet. Possibly on stream?
Hey, it's a Moai head. How's it hanging, big guy? Fine, be that way.
Oh, he's not chatty.
Inexplicable object of unknown provenance.
Well, that's thrilling. Incineration! Hey, Hope, welcome in. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Let's see, have you been playing anything off stream? So right now, my games that I'm playing off stream are primarily I'm playing Honkai Star Rail and Zenless Zone Zero. Those are my big ones right now. I've also been slowly working my way through Hard Space Shipbreaker, which is just a really nice game to pick up and play every once in a while. Very chill. Chilling as always, Hope. Excellent. What have you been streaming recently? I haven't been able to catch you. I hope you've been doing something fun. Flare Cat, welcome in. How are you doing today? Your problem can't be solved with fire, then your problem is that you aren't using enough fire. Sometimes quantity is the big issue there. It's true. It's true.
Somehow I doubt they're gonna lure in the jaded thugs of today with laser light shows. Not enough despinings to hold a young person's attention.
They're all about these spinings these days.
That's interesting.
Whoa, God!
Holyoke, Massachusetts. If I remember my field guide for otherworldly incursions correctly, that tentacle's a flagellum from the dark dimension.
Well, that's a bit of a problem. Gotta find some way past that. Glad to see you back on the air. Thank you, Flare Cat. It's been 8 months, but I'm really glad to be back, and we are back for good now, or at least, you know, for the foreseeable future. I'm really excited to be playing games again. Good to see you too.
Coming soon, a brief history of bad ideas in transportation. I hope Max's brain and body are reunited by the time this exhibit opens. He loves tooling around in comically unviable vehicles.
It's true.
Good thing Max isn't here. Edutainment sends him into an atavistic rage.
Can we show them our badge? If I had a badge, I would be showing it to everyone, I promise you. 112 hours, jeez. Like, is it still fun, or are you just sort of looking for the light at the end of the tunnel at this point?
It's too bad Max's mighty psychic brain isn't here. There's all sorts of new phone numbers on this courtesy phone.
All right, that feels like a clue for later.
I could learn a lot from this if I wasn't so offended by the choice of fonts.
Wow, I know a few people that would say that.
Reunite Max's body with his brain, or a plausible facsimile, before Sal tosses it into an incinerator.
I know a few people that would say those exact words. All right, new area. Let's see. Hope it's fun. You actually took a break in the middle of it and played other things. Sometimes it's good to break it up a little bit, especially if those really long JRPGs. You don't want to get burned out, but sometimes it's something you got to fight there. Simdust, you would say that about fonts. My old roommate has done some work as a web designer, and she gets very angry about certain font choices. 8675309. I know that number. All right, I still wish that this game would give a clearer, like, game saved notification when you actually click the save icon. Yeah, Comic Sans, Papyrus. Not a fan of either of those, definitely.
Normally, the code of the freelance policeman frowns on stealing ancient brains, but desperate times call for icky measures. Ew, it's warm and pulsing and wriggly. I don't know whether to be repulsed or use it as a neck massager.
There is a line I have never heard spoken before, and hopefully we'll never hear again. I mean, if you do your resume in Comic Sans, it'd stand out. I mean, it wouldn't get you any jobs, but it'd stand out. I'm not sure if Comic Sans is good for dyslexic people. There are a couple fonts that were designed specifically for dyslexic reading, including one called Open Dyslexic that I've seen in a few video games before, which is really nice. Why are we hating on Papyrus and Sans? Not the characters, the fonts. The fonts.
Most of the brains I carry around in my jacket are a lot less warm and pulsing. I bet this thing would fire right up if I stuck it in a body.
Well, that might be a way to get Sam's, or Max's body moving so he doesn't get thrown in the incinerator.
Please don't touch, play on or around the Pharaoh's brain. I question the wisdom of this sign. The seven-sided pyramid of Hikabah was the crowning glory of Kestimpum the Tiny until it collapsed under its staggering weight and unorthodox design.
I'm curious if that name is a reference to Mystery Science Theater. I'm hoping some people in here know why.
It's dioramas like this that make me appreciate the joys of central air conditioning, collective bargaining, and comfortable headwear.
Jesus. Hating on the Fonz, he was cool until he jumped the shark. A lot of people really like Comic Sans. And I think it's perfectly good for the reason it was designed for, which is to look like hand-lettered comic book fonts.
I had no idea ancient Egypt was so madcap.
Not the word I'd use, but that's a choice, it's a choice. If that was a subtle reference, there's bound to be an unsubtle one soon. Those are my favorite. Are you saying they're gonna try to kill him with a forklift? Olay.
If you're going to putrefy and decompose, you might as well do it in style. Hey, it's me. Give or take 4,000 years and a decent tailor.
He does have the right head.
Ooh, pointy and dangerous. Two of my favorite things. Max would love to get his hands on this doohickey. Too bad he doesn't have any hands right now.
A brain screw. That's a hell of a name.
Ancient Egyptian brain screw. The engravings on this particular brain screw indicate that it was reserved for pharaohs, viziers, or other high-ranking muckety-mucks. Muckety-mucks? The museum's copywriter must have thought no one would read that far.
Fair assumption. Let's see. Sim to us, you're not a dyslexic, but you actually like to use Open Dyslexia font on the Kindle app. It does make my fast reading faster. I mean, you know, any font that's just really legible, that's a good thing. Nothing wrong with that at all. Pop the brain out like a cork. Does it actually make the popping noise? Because that's the best part.
Ah, the Sphinx. I can almost smell it. Seriously, it smells like aspen here.
This is my humor. These are the things I laugh at, in case anyone's curious. Alright, so we've got a brain. Let's see if we can pop it in there. Alright. Get that done, and then we can see what we need to do next. Where is... What actually is his body in here? Oh, it's down on the lower level somewhere. Like, we're gonna need to interact. Oh, here we go. Swamp aspen. Oh, God.
Maybe this carefully preserved gray matter will get Max's body moving, or at least twitching and drooling unnervingly.
One way to find out.
Hello? Anybody in there?
Torments of Osiris will be laid upon your feet, heretics! The wrath of... Anubis!
No, but I get that a lot. I'm Sam.
Oh my! A new body! And it's so energetic!
That's probably one of Max's sugar rushes. You'll just want to ride him out until you get used to him.
Well, I suppose you want some sort of tedious boon in return for rescuing our spirit from the shadowy realms, yes?
Well, if it's not too much trouble, Your Majesty, I could use some help retrieving Max's brain from a couple of world-conquering Nimrods.
I believe we can aid you in your quest, but where will my brain go after we've restored this Max?
Well, if everything goes as planned, I suppose you can take your pick between an ethnic sorcerer and a superpowered space gorilla.
A gorilla? That does sound promising. Very well, we shall grant your boon. It shouldn't be too much trouble with all these toys of the gods secreted in this fuzzy little body.
Toys of the gods? Do you have the gift?
Is that what they're calling it these days? My people always called it the Curse of Horus. Ungrateful wretches.
Neat. If you've got creepy brain powers, this rescue's gonna be a walk in the park. Ready to roll?
Lead on, barbarian.
Alright, we have a new temporary partner. That'll work. Oh, yeah, the S-pole. I remember that. That game was so good. Okay, so I'm really glad to hear that. I'm glad to be back. And I'm glad that people are enjoying it, too. And good to see you again as well, Kais. Good to hear you've been doing well. You know, dog god. That happens, I suppose. X1011, welcome in. How are you doing today? Secreted. That's a weird way to put it, but it's been a running gag in the games that we don't know where Max keeps his stuff, because he doesn't exactly have pockets or anything. I actually like the voice acting a lot there. Alright,
the arrow of power. But where is the disc of madness? Or the orb of unending bounciness?
Yeah, haven't found him yet. But here, take a gander at this.
Ah, the wondrous essence thief! How well I remember disguising myself as a palm frond to observe the forbidden rituals at the Temple of Adolescence.
You tyrannical scamp.
Alright, so what do we got? We've got the teleporter, we got the rhinoplasty, which allows us to disguise ourselves based on pictures. And we've got future vision again, so we can use that. Excellent, excellent. I've got an idea for the rhinoplasty. Let's see. Where are we at? I thought we were going to be able to use it on the tapestry. No dice there, unfortunately. I don't remember any other pictures in the... No, I don't think we can use that yet. Alright, so let's hold off for a second. Can we get phone numbers now that we have use of the teleporter again?
Hey, Your Majesty, check out these spiffy phone numbers.
Phone numbers? Ah, hieroglyphics to activate the translocation toy. We always wondered how that device worked.
It probably would have helped if the ancient astronauts who taught you how to build pyramids had left behind a few telephones. Say, one of those phone numbers is brand new.
We can teleport somewhere we haven't been before. Hammer space, the best space right there. Secretions. Oh god, that is such a gross word. Ancient gods were kind of jerks. Like, so many ancient myths start out with, this god was bored and decided to make it everyone's problem. Alright, what do we got here? The upper level, the Egypt exhibit, the info desk. We can teleport into the office. That's what I was hoping for. Beautiful.
So this is Paperweight's office.
What a dump!
Someone's coming.
Why have you left the planetarium?
That intergalactic bully is driving me bananas, and his minions are a threat to my beautiful museum. Can't you do something?
Get a grip on yourself, man. Can't you see our long struggle to gather the toys is almost over?
You think I don't know that? I've been dreaming of this second chance for decades.
Then stop whining and get back in there.
Yes, sir, Dr. Norrington. Right away, Dr. Norrington.
Norrington.
His imperious attitude puts me in mind of a lute teacher we fed to my crocodiles for correcting my divine embouchure.
You know, Max's patter is a lot less...
Violent?
multisyllabic.
That's what I was thinking. There's that Norrington we heard about again. Interesting. Honey is technically a secretion. I don't like to think of it in that form, but yeah, it's true, it's true. LeChuck, I mean, you know, Sam and Max were originally LucasArts. Their first game was LucasArts, I should say.
Check it out, Your Majesty. An insanely detailed top-down drawing of the city.
What a remarkable illusion of depth.
Oh yeah, you didn't have perspective and vanishing points in your time, did you?
Of course we did. Why, we had a whole chamber full of perspectives and a headdress adorned with vanishing points. And... shut up!
A little touchy about that, I see. Why is everyone determined to use that word? I have been burdened with the curse of sentience, and I'm going to make that everyone else's problem. That's sort of like the slogan for the entire internet, I feel like.
Looks like Paperweight subscribes to Obazoth's nonsensical Grimoire Club.
Alright, what else have we got in here?
Paperweight's quite the reader.
A lowly scribe, then.
Boxes of files.
This office could use a little tidying up. And a good firm raising.
We'll see what we can do later. Good here. Diabolical scrolls.
4 ancient diabolical summoning spells. And 1 pretty good chili recipe.
Ooh. I don't know which I want to read first. Nothing else in here.
Paperweight's phone. We've got his number.
Oh, we certainly do.
No, I don't see anything else in here. Surely there's got to be something. Not sure what, though. Hang on a second, my phone keeps buzzing at me. Alright, Punisher, enjoy Space Marines. I thought I was following the chili recipe. That's why you gotta be careful where you file your stuff.
I wonder what all these intersecting lines mean. Oh well, probably doesn't matter since the whole place is going to get eaten by a giant purple apocalypse beast in a few years anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it. Alright, yeah, I don't see anything else in here. That's weird. Can we use future vision in here? Does that get us anywhere? See if there's anything to look at. Perhaps.
Talk about a chilling vision of the future.
We are not amused.
What was... Okay, I guess that's gonna happen at some point. Good to know. Always good to be prepared for things like that, I guess. Look, I can see if the game... Kellerman, yes, I'm sorry. That's one of the things I'm still trying to get back into the swing of things, is remembering to do Discord notifications. I apologize, Kellerman. That is my bad. I will try to be more on that in the future. Not your fault, not Discord's fault. That was totally on me. Welcome in, though, Kellerman. I hope you're doing good. And you will be able to rely on Discord notifications in the future. That's just one of the habits I have to get back into. All right. You did. We're still well into the game. You still got some time. How are you doing today, Kellerman? How's your week been going?
It's locked. What kind of paranoid freak keeps his door locked from the inside?
I locked all my slaves inside my birthday pyramid after they finished building it.
Paperweight's not a slave.
Are you sure?
Alright, so we can't actually get out of here, but that's okay, because we can teleport to phones. So... Teleport to the upper level. Gotta get out of here right now. Alright. Let's see, let's go ahead and use future vision out here. Maybe not on the balcony, but let's take a look around and see if we can get any hints looking around with this. Ah, the tapestry, right.
Oh, the subhumanity.
Why will you say that?
Since we're in a museum, I assume it'll be some sort of obscure historical reference.
We do need to burn the tapestry. We knew about that.
Hey, Max, check this out. It turns out that Lady Godiva was a dude.
Ooh, icky.
Well, either I managed to return Max's brain to his body in the future, or you're destined to learn a killer Max impression.
Let's move on.
Either way, it seems like a good sign. Sounds like we're making progress. Alright, nothing else to see up here. Chris, thank you for the posture check right there. Everybody else should take a moment, stretch out, get some blood back in your limbs. It's a good thing. It's the end of the weekend and had a chill day before back to work tomorrow. Excellent. Always nice to make sure you can rest and recuperate after a week of work and before the next one. All right. Chris, thank you very much for the posture check. I appreciate that. All right, so let's head down to the lower level and reuse future vision down there. See if we can get any clever ideas. Because I'm not sure where we get fire is the thing. Also, let's look at this real quick. We get any additional insight?
Mustache clippers? Byzantine belly button waxer? Ming Dynasty mushroom mincer? Etruscan uvula extractor? Carolingian ferret forceps? Inexplicable object of unknown provenance.
Well, he's got some theories at least. I appreciate that. All right. Let's see what we got here.
Hey, Max, check this out. It turns...
I've seen that. Got down here. Oh, we're still on the balcony for some reason.
That transportation exhibit is bound to be fascinating. We enjoy reveling in the failures of lesser beings.
Ouch. Come on, let's get downstairs. Alright, I'm pretty sure we can use future vision down here. Might have to wait until Max actually comes down here. Kind of back there wandering right now. Come on, little buddy. Oh, he's a little bit stuck. Not ideal. Ah, good enough. See what we got here.
What in the name of Gorgar?
In my experience, it's rarely a good idea to poke a space gorilla in the eyes.
That's what lackeys are for, Sam.
Actually, that does give me an idea. I think we can work with that. Quite possibly.
Hey, Max.
Seen that already. Oops, something over here.
Hey! Ouch! My thorax! My beautiful thorax!
Ouch! Who'd want to pummel a nice bug guy like Sal?
I'm pretty sure I know how that's gonna go, actually. Alright, that seems like all we can do there. Not the thorax! Anywhere but there, that's just rude. Who'd want to bludgeon a guy right in the thorax like that? Cruel.
Hey, Sal.
Hey, see you got your pal up and about.
Kneel before your pharaoh, peasant.
He's still a little punchy. I think you should apologize for threatening to incinerate my obviously alive buddy here.
No offense, pal. I was just following orders.
Ooh, we love it when servants say that.
Damn it.
What's with all the apes running around?
Beats me. Mr. Paperweight told me to steer clear of them. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Your lack of independent thought pleases us.
Right back at you, little guy.
Your hands should be raised. If you're gonna throw your hands in the air, you should at least make sure it's as if you just don't care.
Your loyalty is commendable, serf.
Alright.
See you, Sal.
Careful out there, Sam. This place is cuckoo tonight.
Alright, is there any way we can swap headsets?
Hey, Sal, look. 3 monkeys violating that statue of a head.
Where? I didn't see nothing. Which is a good thing, since we put all the monkeys down in storage with the leather jackets.
I can't believe that actually worked. Hey, MRR Knight, welcome in. How have you been? Hope everything's been going well with you recently. Save the game here. I don't remember which button is which, but I know what we need to do, so we'll see if we can pull this off. Musketeer, good to see ya. How are you doing today? Yeah, that was super straightforward. I appreciate that.
Welcome to the Museum of Mostly Natural History.
Mr. Paperweight. Gee, thanks. That's the nicest thing you've said since you hired me. So, what can I do for you, boss?
Although it lasted for...
I did not know that.
No, not that one.
Let us begin. Please make your way to the Mesozoic era exhibit in the center of the main floor.
The dinosaur exhibit. You got it.
Let's see.
Humanity has long pondered about the eventual fate of the...
Yeah.
not that
Anything
one.
else, boss?
The museum is proud to have recently obtained the preserved remains of the mysterious...
That's great, boss. Well, what do you want me to do now? Anything else, boss?
This one maybe?
Now, poke the eyes to see an ancient, brutal civilization spring to life.
I'd poke its eyes, boss, but I can't reach him. Anything else, boss?
So not there. We need to get him over to the entrance somehow. Basically, we're trying to get him to the entrance and then convince him to poke the ape in the eyes. Busy with GDQ prep and ooh, what are you running this year? I would love to hear. Also, what are you playing on stream right now? Tell us everything. Let's see, how do I get him over there?
And finally, the pride of the museum. Please proceed to the Knights of Yog-Sothoth display.
Knights of Yog-Sothoth exhibit? Right away, sir.
Now, poke the eyes to see an ancient, brutal civilization spring to life.
I don't see any eyes to poke around here, boss. Anything else, boss?
No, not there either. Let's see.
Please make your way to the animatron of the terrible beast assaulting the city.
The beast attacking the city. Right away, boss.
Let me get him over to the entrance.
Boss? Well, if you don't have anything else for me, I'll just head back to the base.
All right, let's see what's over there. There's the apocalypse display. We might be able to turn the hourglass to blank that. Maybe that's what we have to do to trick him. Like, there's no display super close to him. There's the Knights of Yog-Sothoth display. Maybe if we can get him to the dinosaur skeleton? I don't remember if that was one of the displays, though. Let's see. First time being at AGDQ. MMPR for SNES. Oh my god, that is a hell of a couch right there. Holy shit. Been working on Deathless Sonic 2 lately. Oh wow, that's a huge challenge right there. That is really fantastic though. Hang on a second. Let me make sure. Let's see. That right there. Let's see. Andy hasn't flown in 15 years. Holy shit. That's going to be a bit stressful, I'd imagine. I always find flying a little bit stressful, but hopefully worth the time. And hey, if anybody in here is not following MRR Knight, you absolutely should. Fantastic retro streamer. Does a bunch of blind plays of old games. Does a bunch of challenge runs, like Deathless runs. And as you heard, going to be at AGDQ this year, which is awesome. So make sure if you're not already following him, click that link, give him a follow, check him out next time he's live. He's good people. You're going to have a great time over there. All right, save this game and let's get back to it right here. So I'm going to turn the hourglass. That's going to activate the animatronic and then it's going to flip around. And now let's pull out the controller again. Let's see.
Please proceed to the Treasures of the Forgotten Pharaoh exhibit.
The Egypt exhibit? Right away, boss.
No, that's not the one.
I guess Sal's out of range.
I'll head back to base now, Mr. P.
Please make your way to the animatron of the terrible beast assaulting the city.
The beast attacking the city. I see a beast, boss, but he's not attacking any city.
There we go. There we go.
Now, poke the eyes to see an ancient, brutal civilization spring to life.
I don't see any eyes to poke around here, boss.
All right, so we have to get the ape doing something to convince him to go over there, it sounds like. That's interesting. Oh, we went to Cali for the first time in October. How'd you like it over there? I've only been to California once, and that was for TwitchCon several years ago. I don't remember which one that was. TwitchCon 2019, according to my name in chat right there. I don't like flying, but I had a great time out in TwitchCon. Met a lot of cool folks. All right, so gotta get the ape doing something. Chat with him, I suppose.
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to keep a lookout for Sam.
Oh, that's for TwitchCon. That area was really nice.
One, isn't he?
Who is this annoying cretin? Are you Sam?
We are the Pharaoh, you odiferous primate, and you would do well to kneel in our presence.
How about I make you dance instead?
Ooh, all right. Actually, Actually, that's exactly what we need to do right there. Yeah, the area around TwitchCon was so cool. Like, usually when I go to a new area, I'll like pull out Google Maps and look to see what there is to do and what there is to eat. But there was so much cool stuff in that area. I usually just walked around and found some neat restaurants. It was so cool.
Couldn't hit the side of a granary with a throw stick.
All right.
Please proceed to the treasure.
Oh, dang it, not that one.
Guess so.
I'll head back to base now, Mr. P.
Please make your way to the animatron of the terrible beast assaulting the city.
The beast attacking the city. I see a beast, boss, but he's not attacking any city.
I mean, he's attacking somebody. He's attacking, but that's not enough.
The giant insect amuses me greatly. He does whatever your magic
I'm rather
tells
enjoying
him.
this.
Oh, this is too easy.
I'm rather enjoying this.
That's enough playtime for now.
See, we might need to reset that exhibit now that I'm thinking about it. Head up to the Egypt exhibit and come back, because I don't know how else to reset that. Yeah, San Diego's awesome. Oh yeah, you ended up going in the last couple years, didn't you, Finn? Did you have a good time at TwitchCon? I hope so. I've only been the one time. I hope to go back at some point. It was really cool. Let's see if that resets the monster exhibit. And J Rex, thank you for the follow there. I appreciate that. All right, so that's the Apocalypse display is
we
reset.
do have incredible psychic powers at our disposal.
True, true. Now that we're down here, is there anything we can use rhinoplasty on? Use it on the skull back there. That's interesting. Don't think we want to do that just this second. That's a possibility. Right now.
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to keep a lookout for Sam.
I'm curious. Does your head hurt when you attempt to form complete sentences?
Hey Ash, welcome in. How are you doing today, Ash? How's your weekend? How was your weekend? How's your week looking? Hope all is good.
Oh, this is too easy.
All right. Try this now.
Please make your way to the animatron of the terrible beast assaulting the city.
The beast attacking the city. Right away, boss.
No, because we haven't turned around to the animatron, then he just goes over to that, so that's not it.
I'll head back to base.
So that's not it. So we do need to turn it around.
The beast couldn't hit. Ta.
Turn that. Doing great. I'm glad to finally be back to Twitch. I was ended up being away for 8 months after an unexpected job change, but I'm back and I'm really glad to be here.
I suppose there's a bunch of useful stuff in Paperweight's office.
He says that, but I didn't see anything in there. I will, now that I'm thinking about it. We can. I should see if we can use rhinoplasty in there now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, actually, oh! Alright, that's actually a little silly, but I can think of something we might be able to do in his office. Like, I was hesitant to do this because this seems so absurd, but I am playing Sam and Max. This might be the way we have to go. Oh, thank you, Ash. Thank you, Hope, as well. Thank you, MRR Knight. I really appreciate that. I know. I shouldn't have looked at the silly solution and went, well, it can't be that. Surely they wouldn't be that silly in a Sam and Max game. Oh my god, we're actually... This is the most ridiculous thing. Alright, so we're gonna use the rhinoplasty on the map. The map of the city. For anybody that doesn't know, the rhinoplasty ability is basically silly putty, and then once we have a picture on the silly putty, we can transform into the picture. Oh my god. Alright, so we're doing this now. Alright, so we got the picture on the rhinoplasty. So now, let's head down to the info desk. They would, and don't call us Shirley. God, that would be so good. Alright. Head down here. Yeah, we'll head over to where the minion is. This is going places. Use the rhinoplasty. Transform into miniature city. Oh my god. Oh my god.
How amazing! We've been transmogrified into a glittering futuristic metropolis. But why do we feel like we're about to vomit?
That'd be the East River. Try to breathe through your mouth.
Oh my, I can't believe we're doing this. This is
Hey,
so
guard
silly.
guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to keep a lookout for Sam.
This is so silly. I can't.
Tra-la-la.
I can't.
Please make your way to the animatron of the terrible beast
Oh my
assaulting
God.
the city.
Beast attacking the city. Let's see. Ah, there it is.
Oh my god.
Now, poke the eyes to see an ancient, brutal civilization spring to life.
Poke its eyes. Really? Oh, well, you're the boss.
What in the name of Gorgar?
What should I do now, boss? Hey, ouch! My thorax! My beautiful thorax!
By the underrealms of Embo, what is going on out here?
Kinda hated doing that to poor Sal.
Yes, most unfortunate. Beetles are sacred in my culture.
Actually, I think he's a cockroach.
Really? Then let him rot.
General Skunkape.
What?
I would very much appreciate it if your minions would refrain from manhandling my employees.
And I would appreciate it if you stopped using specious words like manhandling.
Oh, take it like a man, you big ape.
I can't believe I have allied myself to a sniveling irritant like you.
Irritant? Do you think I enjoy having my schemes yoked to an uncouth, half-naked space fascist who can't even capture a 6-foot-tall dog in a suit?
I assume you can do better, you half-witted conjurer?
Watch me.
Nice simmering. One more unfortunate misunderstanding should be enough to push Tom and Nicole here straight into supervillain divorce court.
That's a dated reference. Holy crap. Alright, so that was one of the silliest puzzles I've ever done in an adventure game, and I loved everything about it. What an amazing puzzle.
These Gamulon scanners.
Oh my god. Poor Sal, though. That was unfortunate. Oh, really, Rooks? That's actually really nice. I know Skunk Apes have been doing a very good job at keeping all this running after all this time. Hey, Mana, welcome in. Yes, they took Max's brain. We're trying to get it back, but for the moment, we have taken the brain of an ancient pharaoh and put it inside of Max's body just to get it up and running again. Oh god, the Preparation H puzzle from Gabriel Knight. Gabriel Knight 3 just was a complete disaster. What a huge step down from the second game. Alright.
Increasing field.
I noticed the meter's gone up.
Please, help us, Rechark.
Interesting. Oh, hey, there's the minions are here now.
Hey, minions.
Yes? Don't talk to the squishy one, me T-ho. The General says his brain has the power to cloud apes' minds.
Flatterer. Hey, minions.
Yes? Don't talk.
Alright, so I can't talk to them, but they are over there. Right now, Max doesn't have the ability to actually interact with anything. So there doesn't seem to be anything we can do
Calibrating
here yet.
lepton emitters.
We'll head back
Looks like
to
Max
Sam
is
then.
stoking the fires of discord. I'll see if I can add some fuel from out here.
So we know the other thing we need to do is we need to set fire to the tapestry. That should be the next thing. It sure was a game. It sure was. I don't blame Jane Jensen though, because like we know that number one, they were in a hurry to get it released, and number two, they were looking to shut down their adventure games division. So at the end of the process, they literally took the game from her and
That
rushed it out.
transportation exhibit is bound to be fascinating. We enjoy reveling in the failures of lesser beings.
No, the Pharaoh keeps mentioning the transportation exhibit, but I don't think that's a clue. I guess we should see if we can get in there, just in case. Yeah, I forgot to put the notification in Discord. I apologize. Still getting back into the old habits.
Coming soon, a brief history of bad ideas in transportation.
Yeah, no, we can't interact with that. I think that was just a gag. Alright, where am I going to get fire from? Was there any fire in the Egypt exhibit? Gotta either find fire or something that can set fire. Not sure if we've seen that yet. I'm sure the Pharaoh's gonna have plenty to comment on in here, though.
If you're going to putrefy and decompose, you might as well do it in style.
You're telling me that's the Buckingham Imperial model with the optional scorpion proofing.
Always good to spring for that.
Hey, it's me. Give or take 4,000 years and a decent tailor.
More like 4,000 sit-ups.
Ow! Why is everyone mean like that?
Ooh, pointy and dangerous. Two of my favorite things.
Why does this simple device fill me with such a feeling of unspeakable dread?
I think that's just Max's body having a tingle of anticipation. It does that when it sees exotic weaponry.
Ah.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Ah, the Sphinx.
Have you heard its famous riddle? It'll knock your sandals off. It's all about, well, there's a cucumber, and then... no, wait. Let me start over.
Don't bother, Your Highness. Really.
Well, we did that in the last chapter. Don't worry about it. No, I don't think there's anything else we need to use. They cut the cucumber lengthwise. Classic. Classic. All right.
You know, we do have incredible psychic powers at our disposal.
I know. I just need to figure out what to do with it. Alright, so we know we can use the rhinoplasty on the skull. I have no idea what that would accomplish for the minion's still there. It's just the guard is gone. Get any different future vision now that we've accomplished some things?
That was strange.
Yes, strange.
It was a little weird. Not sure it was weird useful, but definitely weird.
Hey, Max, check this out.
Yeah, we heard that. We know the tapestry needs to burn, so that's nothing new there. No, doesn't seem to be anything else to do in here. Let's see. And with rhinoplasty, the only other thing we can use is on the picture of the skull over there, I think. Yeah, nothing else to use it here. I guess we can try that out. See if that accomplishes anything. Anything we haven't tried yet, I suppose. All about that cucumber joke. It's a classic. Can't beat the classics here. see the skull from over here? Well, we might be able to get some different feature vision. We already did what we needed to with that. Oh, unfortunately, nothing different over here. Alright. Go to the rhinoplasty. And use that on the picture of the skull. And we can transform into a skull.
How droll, a talking skull. I'm sure that will be useful.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting that as well, but we'll see what we can do.
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to keep a lookout for Sam.
Right. I'll just let you get back to that.
No, we can't interact with him again. Something with the tooth display now?
Canis erectus. This freakish tooth, dating from the late Phamerian era, is thought to represent an evolutionary dead end of heavyset man-dog hybrids.
Oh, Anubis will not be happy with this insult to his girth.
Andrew shares games. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. And welcome in. All right. It's I'm a bit at a loss. Is what? Have we read all of these signs?
The Osmunda Kincadium, aka the boring fern, possessed no interesting qualities whatsoever.
That looks a little like the ferns our servants use to clean our teeth.
Interesting. Can't interact with anything in there, I don't think. It just ruins my day relentlessly, I'll tell you that much. I was thinking it does seem like a familiar cadence to the name there. Let's see. Wondering why that's the thing.
Poiosaurus henway. What's a Poiosaurus henway?
Judging from that skeleton, about 7 tons.
Are you sure Max isn't in there?
You know, I was wondering if somebody was gonna go for that joke, but then I'm like, nobody did before. I guess I'm safe. No, I was not. It lulled me into a false sense of security. And everything went bad. That's how they get
That
you.
transportation exhibit is back.
Behold, the dread wonder of Yog-Sothoth, overfiend of the dark dimension.
Creepy. It's a good thing our forefathers kept this guy from schlepping into our dimension, or we'd probably be seeing that on our currency by now.
We like him. He reminds us of our father.
Really?
Of course not. Our father was a sandal merchant. That's a picture of some sort of unholy hell beast. Really, Sam, you're far too gullible.
Alright. I'm not seeing anything that I could use to create fire. Eucalyptus. Tim is gullible but lovable. I do love him, certainly. Let's see.
Toxicodendron paleness, a prehistoric and virulent form of poison ivy, was 7 times as irritating as its modern counterpart. Primitive life forms were often driven into fits of howling, scratching rage by the merest sampling of T. paleness's secretions.
We have encountered plants like these before. Their smoke produces powerful paranoid delusions and a rapacious hunger. At least that's what I've been told.
Dude.
Sometimes you only need one word to make a joke perfect. That was the one word right there. Shenanigan, you got a hint? What are you thinking? What do you got in mind? Dude. Like, they've got a picture of fire in the apocalypse display. I don't think that's gonna help us much, though. Oh, the chili recipe. Alright, well, we weren't able to really interact with anything in the office before, but we'll give it a shot. Let's see. So, gotta use the teleporter to teleport into the office. I know one of the clues we got was there was interesting things, or useful things in the office. But we used the map. I wasn't sure if there was anything else.
4 ancient diabolical summoning spells. And 1 pretty good chili recipe.
Guess I'll see if there's anything else we can do with the rhinoplasty, maybe? Is it on the map? No, I think it's just a gag, unfortunately. It doesn't seem like we can interact with the scrolls or anything else. Good thinking, though. Good thinking. Malkill, you got a hint as well? What are you thinking? What do you got in mind? All right. Yeah, I'm not 100% convinced there's anything else we can use here. I haven't actually seen any fire anywhere else, which is weird. I don't think we saw any other interesting future vision in here either. You should take a trip. I'm sure that Zeppelins are a lovely way to travel. That is an obtuse hint. I mean, there's the travel exhibit. I don't think we can get in there. Like, they've hinted at that a couple times. Oh!
That transportation exhibit is bound to be fascinating. We enjoy reveling in the failures of lesser beings.
I missed that there's a picture down here. This was the I can't figure out how to use things. This was I neglected to click on something. Balkus, thank you for the follow. Welcome in.
Although the Hindenburg met its fiery demise in 1937, its sister ship, the Aeroschwein, is still in operation today and was a stunt double in the 1968 musical Let's All Go for a Ride in My Beautiful Balloon.
That looks like one of the balloons my magicians would create with inflated sheep's bladders.
You really know how to kill a conversation, Your Majesty.
The Aeroschwein, I thought that was a good one. Alright, can we use the rhinoplasty here? Oh god, we can! Did I just say the other one was the silliest puzzle ever? Because this one seems like it's up there. Johnny Video Gamer, thank you for the follow and welcome in. How are you doing today? Alright, so now we can have... Oh, I can't even believe it. How are these words coming out of my mouth? Alright, so now we can have Barrel Max turned into the freaking Zeppelin.
Whee!
Be careful, Your Highness. You're full of hydrogen and dangerously unstable.
Oh, lighten up. I have. Whee!
Oh, dear God. So now he's flying around in that form. What do we need to do
Behold, the dread wonder of Yog-Sothoth, overfiend of the dark dimension.
I gotta say, I'm a little underwhelmed. Tapestry of Yog-Sothoth, Overfiend of the Dank Dimensions, on loan from the East Village chapter of the Knights of Yog-Sothoth. He doesn't look so tough. In fact, he looks kind of flammable.
Seen that before. Let's try talking to the guard. That might be something.
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to keep a lookout for Sam.
Right. I'll just let you get back to that.
Oh, nothing else we need to do with him. It's a timing puzzle? Probably not, but that was awfully close.
My trigger finger's getting itchy. Or maybe I'm having a stroke. No, it's definitely my trigger finger.
Oh no, we used that so little I kind of forgot about that. that was a good clue though. Jesus. Relatable, I am also unstable. Not nearly as light though, in my case anyway. But also unstable, yes. Silly putty does lead to silly puzzles, it's true, it's true. I hope I'm not that flammable though. I mean, it's not something I've ever like experimented with, but like it's not a thing I want to find out about. We do have Sam's gun.
Could you move just a little bit to the left, Your Majesty?
Why?
No reason. Oh, the subhumanity.
That was the clue,
Really
goddammit.
quite exhilarating.
You're welcome.
Now never do it again.
No problem.
That was the clue, damn
Whoops.
it.
Let go of me, commoner!
Shh.
Who is making all that inferno racket? Yaxagov! No!
Never place your hands on our divine personage.
Lighten up, Your Majesty. I think we're about to see some fireworks.
Skunkape!
What?
One of your ignorant minions has destroyed the museum's priceless Yogg-Sothoth tapestry!
Oh, really?
Mahila! Yes, sir.
Did any of you destroy Mr. Paperweight's precious tapestry?
No, sir.
I believe you owe me an apology, partner.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
Sorry, your minions are trigger-happy Neanderthals.
That's it! I've had it up to here with your incessant, petulant whining!
Petulant? Well, I've had it up to here with your imperious attitude and your odoriferous banana breath.
Banana breath? Banana breath? This alliance is over!
So be it!
It warms my heart to see these two fighting again. At least I think it does. Sam better come get me before these two losers knock over my jar, or worse, kiss and make up!
Alright, progress.
Wait here, Your Majesty. This move's gonna require some sneakiness, and that body you're wearing isn't really known for its stealth.
Very well.
Resistance is pointless, Terran flea!
Eat my primordial wrath, monkey boy!
Sam! It's about time.
I would have been here 2 or 3 explosions ago if someone I know had the slightest bit of impulse control.
Hey, my body's walking around without my brain. How'd you work that out?
I found a loner in the creepy Egyptian exhibit. Nice kid, but a little bit of an attitude. Now let's get out of here before Goofus and Gallant figure out that we've played him for chumps. Come on, Your Highness. Your Majesty?
The toy box! It's mine again!
Oh no.
The box!
Sam? You didn't stick the brain of a psychically gifted, unstable adolescent pharaoh in my cute little body, did you?
Maybe.
It is so cool!
Must resist.
Norrington, help me!
My hammer of Ptah, the hairballs of Bastet, and the hangnails of Amusis. Reality itself will kneel before Samonmak!
Maybe we should be leaving.
You think?
Oh god, we made it worse! I don't think we left fast enough.
And so ends another mind-boggling mystery solved by the loping wits and the capriciously applied violence of the freelance police. Who's up for a sugar grenade?
What the hell are you talking about, Sam? I'm still a brain in a jar.
Don't be silly, Max. You've always been a brain in a jar.
No, I haven't. I'm a short, sexy lagomorph with an enormous mouth and dead, shark-like eyes.
Hold that thought, little buddy. We've got some idolizing to do.
Say what?
Salmon Mac is handsome. Salmon Mac is cute.
When we think of Salmon Mac, we give a big salute.
Oh, you have got to be kidding.
Attention, everyone! From this point forward, those little things at the ends of your shoelaces. Aglets? Yes, aglets are hereby decreed to be the most horrible things in all the world.
It's a good thing I don't wear shoes.
Sam, snap out of it!
Snap out of what?
Ah! Just get me out of here. I gotta find my body.
Okay, well, it appears the Pharaoh has remade all of reality. That's unpleasant. We didn't look at the explosion. Oh, briefly, maybe. I made it worse. I'm sorry. I tend to do that. Alright, let's save, and then, we need to figure out how to fix things. All I've got is the gun now.
Impressively grandiose monument to Salmon Mac the Great, erected by his gratefully besotted subjects, October 10th, 1791. Oh, now I know that's wrong, Sam. Bosco's was standing here right up until this morning.
Bosco never existed, little buddy. Neither did Mama Bosco.
That's a strange thing to say.
I don't have any psychic toys!
Oh, we can't switch to, Maxwell. He doesn't have any toys, dang it.
What's that?
Wow, that last case must have pranked your frontal cortex more than usual, Max. That's one of Salmon Mac's fabulous animatronic auto-idols. The Boy King uses them to receive praise, address the masses, and keep an eye out for nasty heretics.
Why does it look like me?
Don't be blasphemous, little pal. It looks like Salmon Mac. Ooh, we're about to be addressed.
Salmon Mac is mighty. Salmon Mac is grand.
The brilliance of
Salmon Mac is more than we can
stand.
stand.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Salmon Mac, Pharaoh of Pharaohs, ruler of reality here. I just wanted to say that I hereby decree that aglets are now the most wonderful thing in the whole world. Carry on.
Darn, no aglets. If I had some, I would have given them to him.
That was a quick turnaround. Where was that from, Groshin? I remember that line. Or something like their true purpose is nefarious? Where was that from? Don't be blasphemous, pal. I need to use that more often as well. Also, don't place your hands on my royal personage. What is this?
Mista card, the last more or less honest credit card.
Normally I'd be leery of a pizza franchise expanding into the credit market, but if their loan rates are as stingy as their toppings, then sign me up.
One way to put it, I suppose.
Stinky's, catering to Lord Salmon Mac since 1923.
Since when does Stinky's cater?
It's right there on the truck, Max.
Suppose it is.
Our Lord Salmon Mac sure loves his corn dogs.
I can respect this.
Hey, Stinky.
How's it shaking?
Oh joy, it's Chico and the man. Can we just cut to the chase? I've got important Salmon Mac business to attend to.
This game has some amazing one-liners.
Lord Salmon Mac sure is swell, isn't he?
Oh, I know, and so powerful. Oh, and wealthy, and powerful.
You said powerful twice.
What can I say? I like power.
He does. It's creepy.
What are you doing out here?
What does it look like? I'm helping Grandpa Stinky load another metric barge load of corn dogs to Lord Salmon Mac's never-ending buffet table over at the planetarium.
That's funny. It looks like you're texting your boyfriend.
Boyfriend? Who said I had a boyfriend? I'm saving myself for Lord Salmon Mac.
Isn't he like, 10?
Now, but in a few years.
Just when you thought Girl Stinky couldn't get any creepier or grosser. 100 Acre Woods, welcome in. I do love the occasional corn dog. I'm very picky about my corn dogs, though. They can't be too dried out. They can't be too greasy. You gotta have the right ratio between the inside and the outside. It's a tough balance to hit. It's gotta be fluffy, and you gotta have the right cornmeal mix for the outside as well. I've probably had more corn dogs that I don't like than corn dogs that I do, but when you get it just right, it's perfect.
So, who are you texting?
I'm, handling all the logistics of the buffet.
Seems kind of cruel to let your grandpa do all the heavy lifting.
Oh, he insisted.
No, I didn't.
Salmon Mac is mighty. Salmon Mac is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Salmon Mac is more than we can stand.
Oh, come on, guys. Grow some basal ganglia.
Salmon Mac is handsome. Salmon Mac is cute.
When we think of Salmon Mac, we give a big salute.
I'm sure that's gonna be for some sort of puzzle. Hey, Skip the Damned, how are you doing
Grandpa
today?
Stinky's looking relatively upbeat today.
Insufferable, isn't it? Ever since he got that medallion of tithing, he's been running around like his broccoli doesn't smell.
Medallion, you say?
Look busy, so we'll let you get back to your work.
It's been great, guys. Let's do this again real soon.
Oh, that body-snatching pharaoh even bamboozled the Stinkies? What good is bitter narcissism if it can't protect you from mind control?
That's what I'm saying.
Stinky.
What do you want, you shiftless, tab-running losers? Can't you see I'm doing the Lord's work here?
This will only take a minute.
That's what you always say before you drag me into your little schemes.
It's true. All right, Kellerman, thanks for hanging around. You have a great rest, and we will talk to you later. Pancake sausage corn dog. I have not, but that sounds delicious.
Salmon Mac sure is swell, isn't he?
Oh, that he is, lad. Why, just last night, there was this tremendous storm over the city, causing my knees to seize up something fierce.
I used to have an elbow like that. Back when I had elbows.
Shush you.
So I brought a gift to the local Salmon Mac offering depository, dropped it off with a little prayer, and hoot, the skies cleared up the next morning and my knees are fine. Praise Salmon Mac.
Oh, yeah, because storms never end on their own. It must have been Salmon Mac that did it.
Max.
Are you blaspheming the name of Salmon Mac, you squashy little nobody?
No way, Grandpa Stinky. Max is cool, aren't you?
Hail, Salmon Mac.
That's better.
Gotta keep the disguise up.
So Salmon Mac really changed the weather for you? That's incredible.
Some might say unbelievable.
Aye, and it's a good thing, too. When those low-pressure systems roll in, my knees seize up like burnt tapioca.
That sounds like a hint. Keep that in mind.
I see you brought out your catering truck for another delivery to our magnificent potentate.
Aye, Lord Salmon Mac can't get enough of my special corn dogs with their secret blend of herbs, spices, and insect viscera.
I want one now! Gimme, gimme, gimme!
Down you! These corn dogs are going straight to the old king's never-ending buffet table at the planetarium.
Besides, Max, you don't even have a mouth or a digestive system. What would you want with a corn dog?
I'm starting to get an idea of what we're gonna do here.
So you'll be heading off to the planetarium soon to bathe in the glow of Salmon Mac's praise?
Aye, if I can ever get my lazy, good-for-nothing granddaughter to quit messing with her cell phone.
Oh, I'm just, clearing up a few details with Salmon Mac's High Vizier, Grandpa.
Sure you are. You see what I have to put up with?
That's why we never work with family members.
Especially after that time with Cousin Lucretia. Duh.
You look different today, Stinky.
Do you think?
It's the glazed-over mask of idolatry, Sam.
No, it's that.
Ooh, snazzy. Did you get that at the Ren Fair?
Ren Fair? This is the medallion of tithing, given to me by Lord Salmon Mac for offering him a one-of-a-kind gift that was most pleasing to his omniscient eye.
What'd you give him?
Some yak hair pants. They were the only ones in the world.
I'm jealous.
You should be. If I can scrape up a couple more of these accessories of privilege, I'll be sitting at the right hand of Lord Salmon Mac himself.
Interesting.
All you had to do to get that accessory of privilege was give Lord Salmon Mac a present?
Aye, but only a one-of-a-kind gift. That's his most precious thing in the whole wide world.
Well, that's tricky. The Pharaoh's a bit, whimsical.
Tell me about it. I never can tell what sort of exotic toppings he's going to want on these infernal corn dogs.
How are you and Girl Stinky getting along?
Why don't you go ask her yourself? It's not as though she's doing anything else right now. She just spends all her time texting people, never lifting a finger to help her poor old grandpa. Feh.
It's nice to see your familial bonds are as strong as ever in this cruddy new world.
What in the name of Sobek scrotum is he on about?
Beats me. I think he's just having one of his episodes. Who's Girl Stinky texting anyway?
She says she's organizing the buffet over at the planetarium, but I think she's just chatting up her new boyfriend.
A boyfriend?
Stinky? That's good.
Oh man, I needed that.
Oh, if I had a nose, I would have horked milk out of it.
But seriously, Grandpa. Hey, you've got an unholy knack with meats and organs. Any chance you can whip up a body for Max?
Well, I have been noodling with a recipe for a golem made of hummus.
Ugh, no!
Never mind.
Suit yourself.
Hummus golem, sure. Yeah, whimsical's not the word I'd use either, but, you know, they're trying to be gentle about it.
Well, you look busy.
Noticed that, did you?
So we'll be on our way.
What? No riddles? No discursive queries into the secret ingredients of my mysterious menu items?
We're between cases.
Alright, let's see if we can go into the diner here.
Stinky's is packed with crates of corn dogs for Salmon Mac's endless feast.
Alright, so nothing to do in there at the moment. It's a unique choice of golem materials there. Let's see what we got down here.
Oh, I suppose in Salmon Mac world, the fire hydrants flow with fizzy grape soda.
Don't be silly, old chum. They flow with plain old ambrosia, same as the faucets.
Delicious.
Smack Backs Yak Slacks. It's a story about how Salmon Mac briefly declared Andean weave pants to be his most favored thing in the whole wide world for a few hours last Thursday, before he discovered how itchy they were and had them all destroyed in a massive bonfire.
Fickle little tyrant, ain't he?
Did he say he was into eglets recently? That might be a clue.
What the heck is going on with our office?
Oh, we got kicked out of it last week when Salmon Mac requisitioned it to make way for a new statue commemorating his new high score on Minesweeper.
Where do we work now?
Mostly out of the DeSoto. You know, I hadn't really thought about it until we were kicked out, but we haven't really used our office in months.
Max, beware.
Who said that?
Who said what?
Hold on, Sam. I think I'm getting a call from a new psychic friend.
Well played, Max. Sam must suspect nothing. Only you can untangle the twisted reality woven by Salmon Mac.
Me? Oh, there's a great plan. What am I gonna do, leak all over him?
Make contact with the rebels. They will give you the tools you need.
I don't see any rebels.
You will know them by their backhanded salute. Now, I must leave before I am discovered. Good luck, Max. We're all counting on you.
Who are you, anyway?
You may call me Dr. Norrington.
So, what now, little buddy?
What about, oh, I don't know, getting my body back?
I keep telling you, Max, you've never had a body.
All right, fine. Let's go find someone with a backhanded salute.
What for?
For the thrill of it.
We still haven't actually seen this Norrington guy, which is suspicious.
If Salmon Mac is such a perfect ruler and this is such a perfect world, then why are there still parking meters?
Quit it, Max. Cognitive dissonance gives me gas, like my Uncle Barney's Great Dane.
Oh, God.
Hail Salmon Mac.
Hail Salmon Mac.
Where would you like to go today, Sam?
Perhaps you'd like to give a gift to Lord Salmon Mac.
Or maybe make a visit to Sam & Mac's Planetarium throne room to bask in his glory.
Or maybe you'd just like to cruise around the city, taking in the wonders that Lord Sam & Mac has bestowed on us.
Those all sound swell, guys, but I think I'll let Max pick the destination today. He's in a bit of a funk.
You know who could fix that? Sam & Mac.
Chippy's giving me a headache. Oh my god. Alright. Let's head over to Frankie the Rat first. What's going on over there?
Plotting revolution can't be easy with all the creepy statues around.
Why would anyone want to plot revolution?
No reason.
Let's see what we got here. The payphone?
It costs 4 lots of grain to use this payphone. I remember when it was just a half bladder of lamp oil.
Inflation.
Hey, Sam!
What is it, Max?
Oh, wait, I hit the wrong thing.
Let's get a move on.
Will do. When your toaster's gone kaput, bring it down to Radio Yurt.
Nicky may charge an arm and a leg, but at least his poetry sucks.
Radio Yurt! That's amazing.
Frankie.
Ah, jeez, as if I don't have enough trouble today. Now I gotta deal with the freaking freelance police.
Beat it, coppers.
Yeah, let us fleece our cousin in peace.
Do my not ears deceive me, or are those rats mouthing off to us?
I believe they are, Max.
Shall we make a lesson of them?
I believe we shall. Now be nice while we talk to your cousin.
Ooh.
That's some sweet Sam & Mac themed bling you got there.
Bling? Do people still say that?
And not just any bling. This here's a genuine pendant of Inquisition, given to me by Lord Samu Mac after I personally checked the 160,000 orifices of 20,000 guests at the security checkpoint of His Majesty's summer soiree.
Classy.
Tell me we're not going to do that.
Can I borrow your thingy of Inquisition?
No!
How about throwing it in the pot to spice things up a little?
Nah, I'll stick with cash.
Hey, you're a rat who knows how to get things.
Plague, diphtheria, scabies.
Do you have a line on any empty bodies so that we could drop Max's brain into?
I'm getting a little existential in here.
I'd like to help, guys, but that's a little out of my pay grade. I can fix you up with a nice car stereo, though.
Thanks, we'll pass.
Let's not be too hasty, Sam. The powers of my psychic brain melded to a kickin' sound system could be a formidable force for justice.
Some of their word choices sound like just bring a certain reaction out of me.
What sort of low-rent criminal shenanigans are you and your kin perpetrating out here?
And please keep in mind that I can see the future, so I'll know if we'll be slapping you around for lying to us later on.
Hey, there's nothing illegal going on here, honest. Me and my cousins were just engaging in a little friendly wagering over Samu Mac's, gladiatorial bouts.
Really?
Yeah, of course we don't actually bet on who wins or loses. That Skunkape gorilla's impossible to beat. So we bet on what the general's finishing move's gonna be.
Finishing move? How 90s.
When General Skunkape finishes off an opponent, he'll use one of his 6 signature moves to do the deed. Before each fight, we make bets on which one it's gonna be.
Fascinating.
No, it's not.
Humor the little rat guy, Max.
Interesting. Now, if we could find a way to fix that, that might be interesting.
That Sam & Max sure is the bee's knees, isn't he?
You know it, pal. Take a look at this cool bit of bling. If I get a couple more of these accessories of privilege, I'll be hobnobbing with the big S himself.
But we clearly need to get a bunch of those for later on.
Don't go anywhere, Frankie.
Why would I go? I feel a hot streak coming on.
Ooh, that's brutal.
Alright, what else we got around here?
Radios. Do they still make those?
Keep it down, will ya? We're trying to listen to the fights.
Going to the store? I doubt it.
Get me out of here, Sam!
Holy mother of Salmon Mac dancing the karaoke with the priest Sebast.
What was that?
I think they were dial-up modems.
Hold me!
Come on!
That is pretty horrifying, I'll admit. Definitely not something I'd ever want to return to. Hold me. Is there anything else to see here? There's another idol.
If I'm gonna be franchised out, I should at least be collecting licensing fees.
Alright, nothing else to do here for the moment, I don't
Hail
think.
Salmon Mac!
Hail Salmon Mac.
Hail Salmon Mac!
Yeah, hail Salmon Mac.
I still remember trying to play Tribes 2 late at night and trying to muffle the modem so it didn't wake up the rest of the house. Oh, jeez. Let's head to the gift vault, whatever the heck that is.
I hope the underground has a sweet hideout.
The underground?
The underground Frisbee Golf League. Yeah.
Salmon Mac rules. Lousy punks have no respect for spelling. Salmon Mac shatters storm. Citizens rejoiced as Lord Salmon Mac used his mighty powers to disperse a thunderstorm in advance to his annual visit to our fair city. And look, there's a picture.
Ooh. Alright, so I'm seeing some things we could use psychic powers with, but we don't have any yet. We're gonna have to see if we can get some toys at some point to solve some of these puzzles. They tortured ghosts until they screamed. I've never actually opened one up, so I can't actually disprove that. I've heard some modems had a mute setting. If mine did, I never found it. I was not as technologically adept back then, though. Younger days. What else to see here? Talk to the sign spinner first. We remember him.
Hey!
Stop bothering me. I finally found my place in Salmon Mac's blessed world, and I don't need my bubble rubbed by no freelance police.
You don't need your what? I'm sorry? Could you repeat that?
Hey, Sal!
Sam!
Hey, Sal, does his absolute perfectionist have any empty bodies in there? My buddy's in the market for one.
I'm sure he wouldn't miss it.
First of all, the answer is no. Lord Salmon Mac doesn't have any empty bodies in there.
Rats.
Second of all, you really shouldn't kid around about stealing from the big guy. That kind of talk could get the Grand Vizier and his goons all over your keisters.
If I had a butt, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
True, true. Without the sweet, soothing electric screeching, how can you let the world know that they can forget about making calls in the foreseeable future? I am old enough that I have lost multiplayer FPS matches because someone picked up the phone mid-match.
I see you got a new job.
Grand Vizier Paperweight was so impressed with my work as a museum security guard that he promoted me to the Chief Offering Collector here at the Regional Offering Vault 714.
It's true, you cockroaches really are survivors.
Yep, and now I don't even have to patrol. All I gotta do is guard this door and take gifts into this impenetrable offering vault. It's a little slice of heaven.
How go the offerings today?
Yeah, you know how it is. In a tough economy, charitable contributions go right down the toilet.
Even gifts to Lord Salmon Mac?
I know. The guy creates the sky and the stars and the creatures of the field, and people let a little thing like a double-dip recession stop them from paying their respects.
It's a sick, sad world, Sal.
Unreal Tournament on a 33.6 dial-up modem. Oh god. Those were the days. Hey Freyas, welcome in. How are you doing today? Never had dial-up even in the early 90s. My dad somehow had better internet. That's fortunate. That really is. I think my neighbor always had better internet, but I was a dial-up pleb. Okay, that would be funny, Velcos. I'd be very confused, actually.
I just love your Salmon Mac accessory.
Pretty sweet, huh? That's my ornament of fealty. Lord Salmon Mac gave it to me for exposing an evil heretic.
A heretic. What, did he deny the quadrine nature of the esoteric illuminations?
Worse, he didn't salute fast enough.
That is bad. So, to get my own ornament of fealty, I need to expose a heretic?
Heretics aren't so easy to find these days. Everyone knows you gotta bow down to Salmon Mac if you want to stay out of the pit of contrition.
I've got a gift for Lord Salmon Mac.
Oh yeah? I can't accept just any old thing, you know. The omnipotent one is kinda picky. What you got?
I don't actually have anything.
On second thought, I don't think I have anything worthy of his plenipotency at the moment.
I hear ya. I got worthiness issues myself.
Cheeto Wireless, that's a heck of a name right there. Netscape Navigator, I like the little animated N with the little thing zooming around it.
Catch you later, Sal. Hail Salmon Mac.
Hail Salmon Mac right back at you, Sam.
Oh, brother.
I don't think there's anything to do here either. We were told to find the rebels, though, so that's got to be what we have to do next.
Oh, look, Sam, a door! Let's kick it in and blast the hell out of the poor slobs on the other side. Come on, Sam, what do you say? Huh? I hate the new reality!
Alright, we can't use the useless door. That actually kind of makes sense. Because it's, you know, useless. Alright, the only place we haven't been yet is the museum. That seems like the final place we have to go, but maybe there's something we have to accomplish there now.
Okay, let's have a nice firm chat with this body-stealing crock muncher.
That's no way to talk about our divine leader, Max.
Oh, good grief.
Kick him in the scarabs!
Do it! Do it!
Ooh! Well played, General Skunkape. You are truly our fiercest and smelliest warrior.
I live for your praise, my liege.
You know, I enjoy a good pummeling as much as the next brain in a jar, but that seemed really unfair.
It may seem unfair, little buddy, but it's the only way those stinking rebels will learn to accept Salmon Mac's righteous rule.
You're creepy when you're sycophantic, Sam.
It's true. Brooks. Alright. What is there to do in here? Oh, they still got those controls. We weren't able to interact with them before, but now we got a walking around body. See, so we got 4 buttons. And a toaster button.
In 1999, the Wedgeco Electric Company paid $15 million to purchase the naming rights of this constellation, now forever known as the Wedgeco Flying Toaster.
Ooh! What is that?
It's a Wedgeco toaster, Your Omnipotence.
A toaster? Greetings, everyone! This is Salmon Mac the Divine speaking. From this day forward, toasters are the most exalted things in all the universe, ranking just below yours truly on the awesome meter. Just thought you should know.
If I had one of those, I could give it to Salmon Mac.
Alright. So we can use this to make him exalt something, and then we can make it a worthy gift. We've got the toaster, the fudgy stick, the big fan, and the Ramiopeia? Not sure what that is, but we don't have any of them to give right now, so I'll have to come back to that. Yeah, I have questions about the big fan as well, but I'm assuming they're being literal and it's just a big fan. Mortal Wombat? I'm pretty sure I've seen a couple of parodies of that way back in the day. Ooh, corn dog pyramid. It's so beautiful.
What's that?
That is Lord Salmonac's magnificent pyramid of corn dogs, a meticulously balanced marble of nearly 340 stinky brand corn dogs. Don't you natives know anything about your own country?
Corn dogs! Gimme, gimme, gimme!
Whoops.
No! Ah,
Oops.
What? What is that? That thing that has defiled our pyramid of corn dogs!
It's, my Eurosnap 3000 SRX camera, my lord.
A camera, eh? Listen up, everybody. We hereby decree that cameras are the most despicable things in the world. If you see a camera, smash it into teeny tiny bits for your lord and master. That is all.
Oh, Blogger Schnoops.
And as for you, into the pit of contrition with you.
Ja. Oh, my crunklies!
Vizier, more corn dogs.
Right away, your wonderfulness.
That was quick.
Confidentially, this happens a lot, so we always have a spare.
Got him right in the cranklies.
What a spread! Let's see. We've got boar a la Pharaoh, ram's blood jigglers, scarab crunch, and... Ooh, is that scorpion noodle bake?
What a spread.
Salmon Max sure does love his corn dogs.
Corn dogs? Mine, 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 mine!
Oops.
It's a good thing you're stuck in that jar, little buddy, or you might have caused an unholy incident.
Again, seems like a clue for later on, but we need to get him a body first. Not the cranklies! Alright. What else is there to do here?
Looks like Skunk Ape's working out a lot of unresolved issues on those mole men.
It's cheaper than therapy and almost as funny.
It's Lord Salmon Mac's astral projector. I think it keeps the sky from falling.
Something like that.
Check it out, Max. It's Lord Salmon Mac's box of power.
I wish I had a box of power.
Deep down, I think everyone does, Max.
I haven't found mine yet. Scorpion noodle bake, just like Mom used to make.
Yoo-hoo, Lord Salmon Mac.
He's blowing you off, Sam. And after all you did to put him on the throne.
What are you talking about, Max?
Never mind.
Alright. Don't see anything else we can do in here either.
Inner Circle members only. I don't think we're supposed to go in there.
That doesn't apply to us. We're the freelance police.
Stop! Only members of Lord Salmon Mac's inner circle are allowed within 10 cubits of the boy king.
Aww.
And how does sniveling jerk like you get to be in the inner circle?
The same way as everyone else, by earning accessories of privilege.
I like the face.
How can I get these accessories?
Just do exceptionally good deeds on Salmon Mac's behalf, like I did. Now scat.
Alright, so we do need all three. So we've seen all three of them. We just need to figure out how to acquire them now. Skip the damned, one day you will try corn dog and see what the hype is all about. I mean, if you like hot dogs and you like cornbread, good chance you'll enjoy it. Yeah, funnel cakes, it's weird. Like, I don't think I've ever seen the opportunity to eat a funnel cake outside of a fair. Not many foods like that out there. Alright.
I almost feel sorry for the little dude. Oh well, Salmon Mac knows best.
I don't think there's anything else to do in here at the moment. But again, we've got some clues for what to do. Oh, this one's tricky. Never tried funnel cake either. That one's the acquired taste, I think. Simply else, you like hot dogs or cornbread, then you probably would not like corn dogs. Although I'd be surprised if you did. Tried a corn dog once at a conference on the West Coast. Wasn't quite what you were expecting. It isn't a unique flavor, that's true. Alright.
I'm picking up a faint whiff of disestablishmentarianism.
I think that's Stinky's famous kelp nuggets.
Alright, so... can we do here? We got a bunch of hints for how to proceed, but we still need to actually figure out how to proceed.
Stinky?
Oh, great. You're back. Oh, well, I'm sure Lord Salmon Mac won't be upset over missing his lunch.
I, for one, am full of contradictions. Truth can confirm. Let's see. Nothing to do
You
here.
look busy, so we'll let you get back to your work.
It's been great, guys. Let's do this again real soon.
See, I know what we need to do with Grandpa Stinky, and we can't do it yet. I don't think there's anything to do here at the moment.
Hey, Sam! From this angle, you can see my great big honking...
Zip it, little buddy.
Hey, Kissa, welcome in. How are you doing today? How was your weekend? Hope all is good with you. I feel like maybe the rat's place is where we want to get started. We need to get a foothold somehow.
I wonder what happened to those wacky mole guys.
Oh, right, that is one place we didn't check. Shoot. I forgot there was an entrance to the underground here.
I think that's Stinky's famous kelp nuggets.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Kissa. Hopefully you're on the mend at least.
Max, why do you dawdle? Seek out the rebels and their backhanded salute.
Yeah.
Forgot about the manhole over here. The one place we didn't check yet.
Well, that was an interesting shortcut.
All right. What we got down here?
Hey, mole cultists, how's it going?
Okay. Please don't snarl at us again.
Why would I do that? I've got Max's brain back, and everything's right with the world.
Right.
Lord Salmon Max sure is nifty, isn't he?
Yes, wonderful guy.
He's a peach, all right. I can't imagine why anyone would ever rebel against him. No, sir. Ow!
I think we found the rebels. Dex Platinum, not a big fan of the kelp nuggets? I'd try them. How are you doing today, Dex? Hope you're doing good. It is a very big brain, it's true. Interestingly. Saturday was rough. Ooh, I'm sorry. Glad you're on the mend, though.
I don't know why I'm asking you gals, but do you know anything about making bodies for disembodied brains? Max here is getting really antsy without one.
The brain without a head!
Deliverance is at hand!
Hey, a simple no would be sufficient. What are you guys up to on this fine Salmon Mac created day? Something mole-manny, I bet?
Oh, nothing, really.
We were guarding something, but it's gone now, and we couldn't be happier.
Oh yeah, I vaguely remember something about that. What was that again?
Nothing important.
Certainly not a toy box of unspeakable reality-altering power or anything.
Okay.
You can make anything into a nugget if you're willing to smash it hard enough.
Want any help with that missing artifact that I can't quite remember?
Nah, we're good.
Don't give it a second thought.
Salmon Mac is mighty. Salmon Mac is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Salmon Mac
is more than we can
stand.
Salmon Mac is handsome. Salmon Mac is cute.
When we think of Salmon Mac, we give a big salute.
Hey, you gave a backhanded salute. Are you a rebel?
Rebels, where?
Salmon Mac is mighty. Salmon Mac is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Salmon Mac is more than we can stand.
That should keep him busy for the next few hours. So are you a rebel or not?
We're much more than mere rebels.
Hey, aren't you?
To defeat Salmon Mac, you will need a weapon that our rebel forefathers originally used to separate his tyrannical brain from his spoiled body back in ancient Egypt.
Cable television?
No, we speak of the brain screw.
Ooh, so pointy and dangerous. Two of my favorite things.
Bring the sacred weapon close to Salmon Mac, and we'll take care of the rest.
Bring the brain screw to Salmon Mac. Easy peasy.
I fear it will be neither easy nor peasy.
But fear not.
I wasn't.
We have obtained several tools to help you in your quest.
My psychic toys! I've missed you boys.
Many mole people sacrifice their dignity and 401ks to steal these infernal amusements out from under Salmon Mac's all-seeing gaze. Use them wisely.
Wisely. That's adorable. Hey, Sam! Giddy up!
Reverend submission is tough on the knees.
That's nice. Hey, I got us a case.
Really?
Yeah! The case of Salmon Mac's missing brain screw.
Ooh, sounds pointy and dangerous.
It better be, or you better get used to carrying me around.
I've been carrying you for years. Well, if Salmon Mac's missing his brain screw, we'd better bring it back to him. He's probably in the throne room at the museum.
All right, so we got the psychic toys. Now we're cooking. I've got some ideas for what we can do next too. And save. All right. Oh, I was surprised Bosco doesn't have a body. He always had obscure items. It's true, but Bosco's not in this game. They said he left town, unfortunately. We get caught up on chat here. They're not the Bothans, but they're doing a Bothan's job, which is very nice. Be right back to see if I can turn my antique grandfather clock into nuggets by smashing it hard enough. Let us know the results. I know Bosco was great. I liked him a lot. Is there anything else down here aside from the mole people? Ooh, projector.
Hey, what happened to all those neat movies we were watching?
They were taken to our digital transfer lab in California to preserve the images before the acetone dissolved.
Once you expose those things to the air, they started falling apart like a campaign promise in December.
Interesting. Oh, wait.
Someday we should get around to properly burying Samuth and Maximus.
Oh, we'll take care of that.
It's the least we can do for the ancestors of our future saviors.
You have any idea what they're talking about?
Only marginally.
Alright. Unconscious cultist.
How long is he going to be out like that?
We'll keep him under until reality reasserts itself.
I wish I had hands so I could draw a monocle on his face. Hey, my brain water's pretty warm, Sam. Try sticking his hand in my jar.
Gross. Oh, they got the boiler over there. I think we can look at it, though.
Sam, how about a little worshipful kneeling, huh? I know you love it, and I want to talk to these mole guys for a bit about how cool Salmon Mac is.
Great idea, pal.
Somehow my HVAC is stuck on? Oh, that is pretty frustrating. I'm sorry. Hey, Doc Belvin, welcome in. How are you doing today?
I'm a little unclear on this. Did Salmon Mac change the world and make everyone but us think it had always been this way? Or did he actually change it so it's always been this way, and we're the only ones who know that it hasn't?
The first one.
The second one.
Wow, that's reassuring.
Actually, we don't really know.
But really, what's the difference? Whatever the nature of this perverted reality, Salmon Mac must be stopped. Is this not correct?
Yes. No. What was the question again?
That's the spirit.
Hang on, I've seen movies. If the world's always been this way, how come everything's mostly the same? How come it's not raining chickpeas or flying dinosaurs rule the cities, instead of everything being so normal?
We don't know why everything's so normal talking rabbit brain in a jar. Ask your friend the talking dog, or the man-sized cockroach, or the alien space gorilla. Just get on with it, or we'll be stuck in this shoddily remade reality forever.
That's fair. Yeah, I forgot to post it go live on Discord. I apologize. It's I'm still trying to get back in the old habits, so that was something I forgot. My bad. My bad. Oh, gotcha, Freyas. Well, you didn't miss too much because I was actually away from streaming for 8 months. I had an unexpected job change, and that kind of shook up my schedule. Only been back for a couple weeks now.
You stay here cowering in the dark. I'll go beat the bad guy.
Good luck, moist savior.
We'll be fighting by your side, in spirit, from down here.
Thanks, guys. Alright, let's head out of here for right now.
Look, these grotty little mole people have made a primitive mosaic of Lord Salmon Mac.
That's me, Sam!
I think it's cute that you maintain such a positive self-image, Max.
Nothing else to see down here. I've already got one thing we can do with what we've got right now, so let's go ahead and try that first. Yeah, I do actually like the new job a lot, so it's working out pretty good. The dark times. Alright. Head over to the car, and we're gonna head over to the gift vault. Is, I think, where I saw the thing we need to use. Yeah. Like I said, I saw a couple of hints for things we could do if we had the abilities back, which we do have them now. So, switch over to Max. Activate Rhinoplasty and use it on the news box.
Let me help you out with that, little buddy.
Don't mind if you do.
Alright, so now we've got an image of a storm cloud saved on the Rhinoplasty. Now, I guess we can teleport now. Save some time, probably. Let's head back to Stinky's. And while we're here, we'll have Max turn into a storm cloud. That's adorable.
Look at me, Sam. I'm a low-pressure system. I'm like a cushy government job, but with thunder.
Are you precipitating?
Sure. Precipitating. That's it.
Oh, God.
Oh, the weather's turning. I can feel it.
Oh, God. That's a new nightmare unlocked there.
Yo, Stinky.
Again with the interruptions. Lord Salmon Mac won't be happy if I'm late, you know.
Oh, thank you, Valikos. I appreciate having you here as well.
Salmon Mac is mighty. Salmon Mac is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Salmon Mac is more than we can stand.
My poor knees.
Blasphemer.
Heretic alert. Heretic alert. Heretic alert.
I'm not a heretic, you blithering Egypt. I've got bad knees.
Tell it to the pit of contrition, punk.
No! I love Lord Salmon Mac.
Sam and Max, in recognition of the great service you've done to your lord and master, I have been instructed by Salmon Mac himself to reward you with one of his accessories of privilege, the ornament of fealty.
Woo!
Aw, he shouldn't have.
As you are, everyone.
Well done, Max.
Yikes!
What?
Just a little brain cramp.
Preparations are being made. Gather more accessories of privilege so that Sam can get next to Salmon Mac.
No problem.
And don't forget to bring the brain screw.
Yeah. Sheesh, what a nag.
Who are you talking to, Max?
An imaginary friend. I call him Floyd J. Dalrymple.
You and your wacky psychic powers.
It's so cute how he bobs around there. Alright. Turn that back off. Yeah, keep your precipitation to yourself. Jeez. We got the old man beaten up and detained. Yeah, we still need 2 more. Alright, Let's see. Let's use future vision. See if we get any interesting hints around here. I don't know that there's going to be in this location. No, it doesn't look like it. Alright. Is there anything to use rhinoplasty on? Again, I don't think so. Quick look. Use rhinoplasty on the credit card sign? I'll admit that's unexpected. I'll snag that for now. You can have him turn into a credit card. I kind of have an idea for that one. We'll see. Alright, let's teleport somewhere else. I think we want to head over to Frankie's. What's the credit limit? That's a good question. But that's fraud! Psychic fraud. The best kind of fraud. Alright, let's use future vision here, see if anything jumps out of this.
Gotta love the way the General uses his hands. Too bad I didn't get the rest right.
I should have known better than to go back to the gorilla moves. No, 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 you stupid space ape! You were supposed to use the sucker punch!
Alright, so that's hints for what his finishing move's gonna be. So it involves his hands, it's not the sucker punch, and it's not a gorilla move. Interesting. Alright, anything else we can get from here with future vision?
Ooh, that's brutal.
No, not that I can. Oops, radio.
Skunkape's moving in for the kill. Which one of his signature moves will he use? Is it...
Oh, man. That was even more useless than usual.
That is pretty useless. Alright. Let's have Max turn into a credit card. I've got an idea. Psychic fraud? Isn't he the father of modern psychology?
Maybe it's just the 28.5% annual interest rate talking, but I'm feeling a mite peckish right now.
Mike Peckish? Have you been watching British TV again?
I can't help it. The short seasons appeal to my limited attention span.
Come on!
Wow. That's amazing.
Franklin?
Again?
Don't tell him nothing, Frankie.
Yeah!
Could you run through this whole gladiatorial gambling thing again?
You probably couldn't tell, but I was asleep the last time.
Sure, no problemo. Like I said, me and the boys like to bet on which of the 6 signature finishing moves General Skunkape uses to annihilate his opponent in Samumac's Pit of Contrition.
Mind if I lay down a bet?
You, a freelance cop, gambling on the street like a common rat? Hey, guys, wake up!
What?
What? The high and mighty freelance policeman wants to make a bet on the next fight.
Bring him on.
More money for us. So, which move do you think Skunkape will use next?
Alright, follows, have a good rest, and thank you for stopping by.
I'll put down 20 on the Space Ape Kidney Punch.
Sam, since when do you have any cash? And, where are you carrying it?
A, since Sam and Mac kicked us out of our office, we've been saving a bundle by living out of the DeSoto, and B, none of your damn business.
Touché.
All right, cousins of mine, Sam has made his bet. What are your picks?
I'm liking that gorilla girly slap.
I see a gorilla girly slap in the near future. And I'll sweeten the pot with 20 on the Simian Sucker Punch. But first, I better go get some cash.
What's that all about?
Frankie doesn't trust us, so he never carries any cash when he's around us.
Subsequently, he always has to run off to the ATM machine every time he makes a bet.
Hey, Paulie, you just called it an ATM machine.
So what?
So that's redundant, that's what.
I'm back!
Oh, it's a good thing, too. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern here were starting to put me into a coma.
Shh, the fight's about to start.
Interesting.
Looks like another blasphemous mole man has entered the ring to face off against Salmon Mac's undefeated champion, Skunkape. Let's see how he does. Skunkape circles the ring. The challenger runs for his life. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Skunkape's moving in for the kill. Which one of his signature moves will he use? Is it, yes, it's the Space Ape Kidney Punch! And the crowd goes wild!
No, you stupid space ape! You were supposed to use the sucker punch!
Gotta love the way the General uses his hands. Too bad I didn't get the rest right.
I should have known better than to go back to the gorilla moves.
Hey, I won.
Lucky dog.
Yes, that's it. Luck.
In no way aided by a brain with powers to see into the future.
Don't push it, Max. They may be smarter than they look.
Right in the Labanza.
Alright. So we know how to beat them. Just need to figure out what to do with that now. You should have put your PIN number into the ATM machine? Oh god, why? Well, the fact he pulls out a card must mean I'm on the right trail with having Max be a card as well. What can I do with that? Let's try talking to him again.
Franklin?
Again?
Don't tell him nothing, Frankie.
Yeah!
Don't go anywhere, Frankie.
Why would I go? I feel a hot streak coming on.
Ooh, that's brutal.
Alright, let me use Future Vision first just to make sure the result doesn't change any. Alright, let's see.
Well, come on, Skunkape. Use your stinking hands.
Ah, jeez, I thought for sure he'd use one of them simian moves this time.
No thigh squeeze? Oh.
Alright, so it's a non-simian move, not the thigh squeeze, and doesn't use his hands. Alright.
I'm dreaming of a pyramid of corn dogs.
Come on!
Alright, let's see. Transform into a card again. Yeah, try going inside the store?
I'm not going back in there without some holy water and a copy of Wired to protect me.
Wow! Amazing. Oh, the toaster ad. Alright, I know something else we can do. Alright, we're gonna come back here. We're gonna come back here once I can figure out how to actually do this, but we've got something else I can see we can do. Alright, so we'll use Rhinoplasty and use it on the toaster head. Alright. Now we'll head to the gift vault, which we don't have a phone for. Dang it. We'll manually head to the gift vault. Look, Ma, no simian hands here. Just regular, boring old human ones. Now, where's the DeSoto ones? Is the DeSoto not here? Oh, god damn it. Oh, because we didn't use the DeSoto, so it didn't teleport with us. Where did we leave it at? We just teleport to the cops, I suppose. Ah, here we go. Alright. So now that we're here, we'll have Max transform into a toaster. Nope, not that. Because if you remember, the Pharaoh recently said that the toasters were the best things.
Sam, get a load of me! I'm
For the love of Salmon Mac, don't say it.
toasty.
He said it. Relatable, Simdust. Relatable. Dude, where's my car? Chat, do you remember where I parked? I like that song, Dex. It's a good song.
Hey, Sal.
Sam.
Gift.
I've got a gift for Lord Salmon Mac.
We'll see about that. What you got?
Toaster.
How about a toaster?
Ooh, nice.
You think Sam and Mac will like it?
Didn't you hear? Those wedge coat toasters are like his favorite thing in the whole wide world.
Great.
Yeah, people have been giving him toasters all day. Oh, the vault's jammed full of them. The last thing he needs is another dang toaster.
Dang it.
Darn.
Ah. Thought we were onto something there. It's a weird swerve. I thought that would definitely be it. Well, we'll come back then.
On second thought, I don't think I have anything worthy of his plenipotency at the moment.
I hear you. I got worthiness issues myself.
You never have
Catch
too
you
many
later, Sal.
toasters.
Hail Salmon Mac.
Hail Salmon Mac right back at you, Sam.
Oh, brother.
I'd think 2 would be too many, but that could be me. Toaster nuggets, delicious. Actually, that sounds like some sort of frozen food you get at the grocery store. This is 2-step failure. All right, let's use future vision here. See if we can get any hints for what needs to go down here. I've got some ideas, but let's see what they got.
Oh, Lord Salmon Mac's gonna love this.
Looks like someone's about to give Lord Salmon Mac the perfect gift. I hope it's me.
No, you can't have my toy. I need to give this to the general. Hey!
Wow. What do you call deja vu in the future?
Deja vu?
Alright, anything else to see here? Doesn't look like it. He has a toy? Weird. Is there anything else we can use rhinoplasty on here?
Rhinoplasty.
Oh, there is not. Alright, we gotta talk to that guy then. Oh, you need a new toaster? I recently got a new toaster and I like it a lot. I think it's a Cuisinart? Very effective.
Hey, Monkey Boy!
Monkeys have tails, dog man, and I'm busy.
So we can't talk to him. Weird.
It's about time they built an official Salmon Mac offering vault out here in the borough.
Offering vault? You mean there's nothing in there but stuff that people have given to Salmon Mac?
Yep. No more schlepping over to Newark for this Salmon Mac tithing doggy.
Nothing says beloved ruler like a ubiquitous surveillance network.
Alright, let's teleport over to... Oh, we can't go to the teleport to the museum. We're gonna have to drive over there. Let's do that. Hey, Zohaku, welcome in. How are you doing today? Mine was a very flimsy, cheap one that had a much longer run than I thought it would. Some of those toasters will just go and go, which is honestly very nice. My toaster has a bagel setting and doesn't work very well, which is very frustrating. Let's see. All right, to the museum. I'm gonna use future vision here to see if we can get any clues.
What the? Apparently, the future is a hellish nightmare of slow-motion action movie cliches.
I'll be getting too old for that shit.
Stop.
All of that was the best thing.
Kill her!
Ooh, I'd hate to be the poor guy on the receiving end of that righteous wrath.
All right.
Hey!
Graspy little fella, isn't he?
You'd think his future biceps would have a little muscle tone after all that gladiating.
You'd think.
Oh, I am so very sorry, Your Perfectness.
Wow, that was some world-class groveling.
I wonder where he trained.
All right, that's after we get all 3 of the badges. That one's easy. All right, nothing else to see in here, though. Dang it. All right, is there anything we can use rhinoplasty with in here? I don't think so. Nope. Although I'm getting another idea now that I'm thinking about it. I don't think there's anything we can do in here right now. So, teleport. Yeah, teleport to Stinky's cell. I want to check something out over there. Oh, this is where we can get the card. Right. I was wondering if there was a picture of a corn dog on the truck. There is not. I'm just going to verify. Alright, so the card's the only thing we can use rhinoplasty on here. Gotcha. I don't think there's anything future vision-y here either.
I hope Girl Stinky's got an unlimited texting plan.
Texting's so 2009. All the cool kids are blimp dingling these days.
You're cute when you make up tech fads, Max.
Alright, nothing else to see here. Let's see if there's anything to do down here. Try using future vision down here.
Sic Semper Tyrannis, Junior!
Yowee! That brain screw's a menace.
And it makes people speak in gobbledygook.
I think that's Latin, Max.
I mean, you know, tomato, tomato. Alright, no, nothing else down here. Alright, we got one of the badges. We need to get the other two. One we need to get a gift, give a gift for. And I don't even remember what the other one is for. That might be a clue if we can remember that. As we exposed the heretic, that was an easy one. When someone from the US texts you is like €0.50, holy crap, that's actually really expensive. As far as texting goes, anyway. Alright, so... teleport over to Frankie's. Isn't that a Starfield ref? It is not. That is a very, very old Latin phrase. Like, it's literally thousands of years old. Yeah, like, holding an entire conversation would be frustratingly expensive at those rates.
Franklin?
Again?
Don't tell him nothing, Frankie.
Yeah!
Can I borrow your thingy of Inquisition?
No!
How about throwing it in the pot to spice things up a little?
Nah, I'll stick with cash.
He didn't mention where he got it from there. I think, no, wasn't his the one about... No, his wasn't the heretic one. Literally said during the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. There's another one right there. It's been around for a while, is all I'm saying. Let's see. See, we can keep placing bets here.
Don't go anywhere.
Why would I go?
Right in the Labanza.
Oh, if I was out of this jar, I'd find me a nice pile of corn dogs and get greasy.
I mean, I imagine. But, like... really have anything you can do there. We know we could knock over the corn dogs again if he had a body, and we can, like, turn him into something that'd be able to do that. Suppose there's that. Alright, let's work with that. So let's... Alright, we've already got the toaster rhinoplasty. So now, let's... teleport back to the cops. Oh, it's used in Starfield for the Mantis quest? Alright, gotcha. So we'll go back here, we'll use rhinoplasty, turn Max into a toaster. We can't turn him into a corn dog because he can only turn into things that we have pictures pictures
I bet
of.
Sam and Mac would love to get his hands on you, since he's a big toaster freak these days.
Ick.
But I bet everyone else is getting toasters for him, too.
All right, but he does have a physical
Second
buddy.
largest stack of corn dogs I've ever seen.
All right, Egypt boy. You can steal my silky fur and my charming cartilage, but you'll never take away my snack time indulgences. In the name of the sweet, the salty, and the cheap yellow mustard, I hereby liberate these corn dogs!
What is that?
It's a wedge core toaster, sir.
A toaster, eh? Attention, everyone! This is Samun Mac, Lord of all creation. Forget what we said before. From now on, toasters are officially the most horrid, beastly things in the whole wide world. And if you see a toaster and you want to make us happy, break it into tiny little bits.
Wow, that means every toaster in the world is now utterly and irrevocably destroyed.
But where does that leave toaster pastries?
Room temperature, little buddy. Room temperature.
All right, I think I see where this is going. I'm gonna double check, but I think I see where this is going. Let's see. I think we're already at where the cops are. Toaster nuggets! I would definitely, if I saw something called toaster nuggets at the frozen food section, I would probably go for them. Hey, Ludic Lude! Yes, I had a unexpected job change. So now my hours have changed slightly. Also, I'm a day guy. After 16 years on overnights, I'm working days again. It's super weird. How are you doing, Lude? How's everything going with you? Hope you're doing well.
I'd give the Pharaoh an aglet, but he had every last one of them destroyed.
All right, so yeah, I think I see where we're going now. I want to verify, though. Or no, I don't want to do that. That seems dangerous. Let me save game here. And then... Alright, I'm gonna turn him into a toaster here. Although this seems dangerous.
Ooh, bad idea, little guy. You're the thing Sam and Mac hates most. I'd hate to see you torn apart by a bloodthirsty mob.
You're no fun anymore, Sam.
Alright, so yeah, I think I see what we're doing here. So let's go back to the car. I know the loss of toaster strudels is probably the worst thing about losing the toasters. Alright, so let's go back to the museum. And let's see if we can get him to change his mind about toasters.
Hi-ho, everybody. Just thought you should know that the bestest thing in the world are now toasters. Bye-bye.
Alright, so now all the toasters in the world have been destroyed, but now he
throw
loves
his own
them.
mother into the pot if he ran out of cash.
Ooh, alright. Interesting. It's a clue about how to get Frankie's thing right there. Alright, so let's head to the gift vault now. Sheen works days! It's true! It's so weird being out in the sunlight. Alright, so now we will turn Max into a toaster.
Wow, Max, I'll bet you're the only toaster left in the world now that Sam and Max ordered them all destroyed. In fact, I'm having a hard time tamping down my urge to pummel you right now.
Isn't that how you normally go through life?
Yeah, but now there's peer pressure.
I know, it's weird. It's weird. Alright. Talk to Sal.
Hey, Sal!
Sam!
I've got a gift for Lord Sam and Mac.
Oh, yeah? I can't accept just any old thing, you know. The omnipotent one is kind of picky. What you got? Is that?
Yes, it is.
Oh, Lord Salmon Mac's gonna love this. Wedgecoat toasters are his favorite things in the world.
So I've heard.
But they've been so scarce since the purging. Where'd you find this one?
I made it. It's amazing what you can do with a glue gun, some pipe cleaners, and a little imagination.
Amazing. Well, I'll just stash this bad boy in the vault.
Sam, in gratitude for your truly one-of-a-kind offering, Lord Salmon Mac has ordered me to present you with one of his accessories of privilege. A medallion of superlative tithing.
I don't know what to say.
Gratitude would be appropriate, peon.
Thank you, Salmon Mac. Hey, you're back, little brain buddy. Wait a sec. If you're here, what about...
Don't overthink it, Sam.
Well done, Max.
Yipes!
What?
Just a little brain cramp.
Our agents are almost in place. Obtain another accessory of privilege so that Sam may get close to the Pharaoh.
I'm all over it.
All right, 2 down, 1 to go. I've got some ideas. I think we're close to getting the last one. I just need to get to the end of that puzzle there. All right, so let's head over to teleport over to our street. And then we'll use the rhinoplasty to get the image of the credit card again. Then we will teleport back over to Frankie's. And I'll have Max transform into credit card. This is where I'm not 100% sure what to do. But let's see, if nothing else, I'll have to deactivate the rhinoplasty to use future vision. I'll double check to see what's gonna win the bet. Do that.
Well, come on, Skunkapi. Use your stinking hands.
Ah, jeez, I thought for sure he'd use one of them simian moves this time.
No thigh squeeze? Ah.
No hands, no simian moves, no thigh squeeze. Turn into a card.
You know, maybe it's just the 28.5% annual interest rate talking, but I'm feeling a mite peckish right.
A mite?
Yeah, we already heard this
That's
bit.
brutal.
Franklin?
Again?
Yeah.
Alright, place a bet.
I'd like to make another bet.
Hey, it's your loss, Squinky.
Alright,
$20 on the Great Ape leg sweep.
All right, cousins of mine, Sam has made his bet. What are your picks?
I'm liking that gorilla girly slap.
The simian scissor kick is calling to me, Frankie.
And I'll pick the, gorilla thigh squeeze. But first, I better go get some cash.
We take jewelry!
So, rats, huh? Well, how's that working out for you?
Shh, the fight's about to start.
Looks like another blasphemous mole man has entered the ring to face off against Salmon Mac's undefeated champion, Skunkapi. Let's see how he does. Ow! Boom goes the dynamite! Skunkapi's moving in for the kill. Which one of his signature moves will he use? Is it, oh my, yes, it's the Great Ape leg sweep! And the crowd goes wild!
No thigh squeeze? Ah.
Well, come on.
I heard that.
You won again? Unbelievable! It's almost supernatural even.
We'll never get Frankie to bet anything interesting while he's got that credit card.
Come on!
How do we get the credit card away from him is the question.
We'll never get Frankie to... Franklin?
Yeah, I heard it.
Again?
Don't tell him nothing, Frankie.
Yeah.
Hey, Drev, it's been a little bit. How are you doing today, Drev? How's everything going with you?
Salmon Mac is mighty. Salmon Mac is grand.
Come on, guys, grow some basal ganglia.
So nothing happening there. The thicker your thighs are, the more kittens you can hold in your lap, and I think that's a pretty good deal. It's a good trade-off. It's a good trade-off. So which category does this fall under? Obscure, unusual, or nostalgic? I would call it nostalgic because this game is almost... Although we're playing the remaster, the original version of this is 14 years old. Which, believe me, horrifies me as well, because I remember when it originally came out. But yeah, 14 years old now. I'm doing good, Trev. Got a new job, got a new schedule. I am a day walker again after 16 years. A weird adjustment, but here we are. Here we are. I know. As soon as I heard it was 14 years old, I'm like, that can't possibly be true. That's insane. But here we are. Yes, Kissa, that must be it. I refuse to do it in my head, so yeah, that's probably it.
Salmon Mac is handsome. Salmon Mac is cute.
Oh, brother. Get a room, will ya?
Don't go anywhere, Frankie.
Why would I go? I feel a hot streak coming on.
Ooh, that's brutal.
All right, so somehow we have to get the credit card away from him. The ATM isn't like physically over here, I think. As far as I know. How could we get it away from him is the question. Jade is half human, half vampire. I'm moving in the right direction though. Hey Joda, good afternoon. How are you doing today? I know, your follow is practically nostalgic at this point, Trev. Alright.
Right in the Labanza.
Nicky T's Radio Yurt.
I love Nicky's ads. He dresses up like Genghis Khan and slashes high prices with a giant sword until the prices are all lying on the ground with their guts all hanging out. Oh, sorry, just kinda got lost in the moment there.
Alright, so I'm missing something. I'm missing something here, and I'm not sure what. I have to get the card away from him somehow. I can turn Max into a credit card.
Hey, Sam!
What is it, Max?
Any luck getting me a body?
Why do you want a body anyway? You've never wanted one before.
Forget it. I'm feeling a little lost right now.
Isn't that my line?
Usually, but now that you're a member of Team Salmon Mac, it looks like I'll be doing all the driving.
You're a funny little glob of protein, Max.
Give me a clue.
We'll never get Frankie to bet anything interesting while he's got that credit card.
Let's get a move on.
Will do.
Come on!
I feel like we're right there. Selnica, you got a hint? I'll take a hint at this point. I feel like we're right on the verge of getting past this. I'm not sure what we need to do next, though. 10 more. Can you believe it'll be a decade of streaming before in just 2 years? That's insane. I honestly didn't think I'd last 9 months when I started streaming, and here we are looking at a decade as a possibility. I wonder how much Frankie bows to Salmon Mac's whims. I mean, we got him to bow before.
Ooh, that's brutal.
Let's see. Let's try having him turn back first. Maybe we're putting the cart above the horse here. Yeah, we had Max as a credit card before, but nothing seemed to be happening that way. So I think there's something we need to do before that. And don't forget, if you want to use a hint, use the exclamation mark hint command first. Gotta make sure I'm actually looking for more hints.
Right in the
Franklin?
Labanza.
Again?
Don't tell him no.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Salmon Mac is mighty. Salmon Mac is grand.
Come on, guys, grow some basal ganglia.
Rin would be proud. That must be a good hint then.
Don't go anywhere, Frankie.
Why would I go? I feel a hot streak coming on.
Things I haven't noticed, that sounds familiar.
Christ, that rat's bank account must have more zeros than Donald Trump's alimony checks.
Wow. I don't think they had any idea how that one was going to age. Read it with your special eyes. Read what? Read what with my special eyes? Let's see. Bows to Salmon Mac's whims. See, we can make him kneel, we can make him salute. Emperor, you got a hint as well? What are you thinking? Wasabi, welcome in. How are you doing today?
Right in the Labanza.
Right in the Labanza, apparently. Let's go ahead and save, too. I think we haven't saved in a little bit. When oh, all right. So, yeah, we can use the projector to control his whims. That's another thing we can do. Let's see what else was on there. I don't remember what else we had there. That could be useful. Let's see. Head to the museum again. Let's check out the console. I remember there was other things on there. I don't remember what they
into the
were.
pot if he ran out of cash.
Alright, the Prameapia, the Big Fan, and the Fudgy Stick. I don't even know what half of these are. What is a Prameapia? I want to know. Oh.
In days of yore, British sailors would often follow Prameapia, the baby buggy, to guide their vessels home.
Woo! Vizier, what is that magnificent contraption?
It's a pram, my liege.
A pram, eh? Attention, everyone! This is Salmon Mac, Holy of Holies here. From now on, prams are hereby decreed to be the ginchiest things in all creation. We love them, and you should too. That is all.
The Ginchiest? I'll admit that is a word I have never heard before. Alright, apparently I'm getting colder, judging by what I'm seeing from chat. Let's see. Hey, Wobbin, welcome in. How are you doing today? Does he like to push the pram a lot? Could that be? I've never had cactus juice before. Is it any good? Should I try it? Definitely a word that exists and that I use in daily casual conversation. I was assuming it was some sort of, it was a British slang? It'll quench you? I do need quenching sometimes, it's true. Alright.
Ooh, that's brutal.
The Ornament of Fealty is a reminder that I must always be on the lookout for enemies of Lord Salmon Mac.
Oh, brother.
It's also one of the accessories of privilege I need to get into Salmon Mac's inner circle. I'm not giving this away to just anybody.
Yeah, that's fair. Never had tequila? I mean, a little bit.
If I'm gonna be franchised out, I should at least be collecting licensing fees.
We We'll never get Frankie to bet anything interesting while he's got that credit card.
Well, ain't that interesting, Kissa? I'm rather curious which one they intended now. Alright, I'm reading the clue again. Bows to Salmon Max's whims.
Come on!
The pistol is almost never the solution to any puzzles, but I'll try it just for laughs.
The commissioner frowns on wasting bullets on people that don't technically need to be shot.
There you go. It's wasteful. Austerity gets us again. We tried showing him the badge. It's so weird. We don't actually have a badge, but I suppose we're not actually the police, so that does make sense.
Ooh, that's brutal.
The other hint you had in mind was too direct. I'm actually curious now. Love how you seized on the hints and got to a different conclusion. Top-notch hinting. I mean, at this point, I might need a direct hint. I'm clearly not getting this here. Let's see. Joda, you got a hint? What are you thinking? Alright, that just tells me I need to get the medallions, and we know that. Let's see what Joda's got first, and then, yeah, we'll take it after that. I'm curious. Let's see. We've already used Future Vision here, but we know we can't just run Frankie out of cash. Shane loves a good pizza. Shane hates a bad pineapple. I have no idea what that's hinting at. So look at what he got. I am completely and utterly missing something here. I'm convinced of that now. Like, I'm pretty sure this is going to be a forehead smack moment once I get it. But it's got to go there now. Purges are like chips. It's hard to have just one. Oh, jeez. What is this puzzle? Oh, nope. Nope, there you got it. I got it there. Nope, you got it. You got it. Celica, that was the one. That was the one. I see what I need to do now. Congratulations, you got me over the line. Thank you for that. It was a struggle. It was embarrassing, but no, we got there. We got there. So now, if we need to get his credit card away from him, and we can't just steal it from him, what if there were no credit cards anywhere? What if credit cards just stop existing?
Surely a sphinx of corn dogs would have been more impressive.
You may have my body, you phony pharaoh, but all your corn dogs are belong to Max! Hey, Pharaoh Face, look at me! I'm dancing on the grave of your hopes and dreams!
What is that?
It's a credit card, my liege.
A credit card, Very well. Listen up, everyone. This is Salmon Mac. Forget what we said before. From now on, credit cards are a scourge upon the land and our least favorite thing ever. So, if you see a credit card, rip it to shreds.
What did I miss?
I think you just single-handedly destroyed the foundations of the U.S. economy over a pile of corn dogs.
What, again?
And hang on a moment, I'll save here. And then, let's see if I can do this here. There we go. Emperor, thank you so much for an 85-month resub at tier 3. No money, no bribe, over my dead body. You fixed it, Emperor. Thank you for that. And I appreciate all the support, as always. He is still somehow the president. So what hours do you work now? Like normal hours, like 7 to 5? It's just totally normal hours. It's so weird. All right, so I'm gonna leave the car here actually. It's handy to have here. And we will teleport over to Frankie's. And now Frankie should be a little bit more desperate. We'll use future vision first to make sure we can correctly win this bet. 7 to 5, that's normal hours in the US, yeah. Very much so.
Gotta love the way the general uses his hands. Too bad I didn't get the rest right.
Ah, jeez, I thought for sure he'd use one of them simian moves this time.
Skunkape, you joke! Why didn't you girly slap him?
All right, hands, not a simian move, not a girly slap.
Franklin?
Again?
Don't tell him nothing, Frankie.
Yeah.
I'd like to take some more of your money.
Ah, jeez.
All right, hands, not a simian move, not the girly punch, not the girly slap.
I'll put down 20 on the Space Ape Kidney Punch.
All right, cousins of mine, Sam has made his bet. What are your picks?
Let's see. How's about the simian sucker punch?
20 big ones on the simian sucker punch.
Nice bets, guys, but I'll be raking it in with my 20 smackers on the gorilla girly slap. But first, I gotta get some cash. Uh-oh.
A credit card?
Lord Sam Mac hates credit cards.
Pulverize it!
Now, guys...
Don't you want in on that?
They look like they've got it under control.
No! Now what'll I bet?
How about that funky pendant of yours?
The Pendant of Inquisition? But it was a gift from Samu Mac himself. An accessory, what do you call it? Privilege.
But if you win, you'll have that and $60.
Hey, good point. I'm in.
Looks like another blasphemous mole man has entered the
Yes,
ring
4
to
days a
face
week.
off against Salmon Mac's undefeated champion, Skunkape. Let's see how he does. Oh my! This one's almost over before it even had a chance to start. Skunkape's moving in for the kill. Which one of his signature moves will he use? Is it, yes, it's the Space Ape Kidney Punch! And the crowd goes wild!
Skunkape, you joke! Why didn't you girly slap him?
Gotta love the way the general uses his hands. Too bad.
Yeah, we heard all this.
Come to Papa!
There we go.
No!
Hey, what about the cash?
This accessory of privilege is all we need to get closer to the glory of Salmon Mac.
Works for us.
Sweet hopping Horus on a two-headed asp. I've got 3 accessories of privilege. You know what that means, Max?
We get a free hoagie on our next visit?
No, it means I'm worthy of basking in the transcendent radiance of Lord Salmon Mac's divine personage.
I'd prefer the hoagies.
You don't even have a mouth. I wonder if I should shave first.
All right, we're moving now. 6 days a week? I mean, if the money's good, not a terrible idea. All right. So now, we're getting very close to the end game here. So let's teleport back to the museum.
Wow, that spindly old mole woman's really holding her own against Skunky.
Who knew that Dame Judi Dench exterior was hiding the ninja skills of Mila Jovovich?
I don't think Mila Jovovich is really a ninja, Max.
I mean, close enough. Yeah, I love having more days off. It's really nice as a schedule. All right. So, it looks like things are moving into place here. Emperor.
Hey, Sam!
Nope,
Is it
not
Max?
Max.
Let's get a move on.
Will do.
We gotta talk to Paperweight.
This should be fun.
Stop! Who dares trespass into the inner circle of the Lord High Samun Mac?
I dare, Grand Vizier Pepperpot.
And we've got the bling of whatever to prove it.
It appears they'll give out accessories of privilege to anyone these days. Very well. Let it be written that Sam and Max, freelance police, have been granted entry into the inner circle of the Lord High Sam Mac, maker of worlds and breather of life. Welcome, Sam and Max. Try not to bother the Lord High. He's a busy god.
All right. We just need to get close to him with the brain thing.
Max, what are you waiting for? You've got what you need to enter Sam and Mac's inner circle. Get the brain screw to Sam and Mac now.
I'm doing it. Leave me alone. Can I use it on him?
Almost mighty and glorious Lord Salmon Mac, I have something you might be interested in.
Sic-Semper Tyrannis!
Hey now, Missy, be careful with that thing.
Sam, no! You furry fool!
Well done, my wet-nosed and faithful servant. Now, finish off this wretched assassin.
Isn't that a little harsh? How about we just slap her with a fine or revoke her internet privileges for a few days?
Kill her!
Come on, Sam, don't be a jerk.
I'm sorry, my liege. I can't do it.
What? Ha! Paperweight? How could you let her escape?
Oh, I am so very sorry, Your Perfectness.
And you have disappointed us for the first and only time, Sam. Into the pit of contrition with you!
Yes, your awesomeness.
Yes, I shall enjoy this.
Let the divine punishment begin!
I've waited a lifetime for this, Earth cur.
But we only imprisoned you in the penal zone a couple of hours ago.
Yes, but due to the temporal differences between this dimension and the...
Blah, blah, blah. Just shut up and fight.
Yes, your gloriousness.
Yes, your wonderfulness.
Let us see what you've got.
Oh, God.
Max, little help here?
All right. Try using future vision, see what we can figure out.
Hi-ya!
Oh!
Did that help?
A little, but do you think you can widen the zoom on these visions a bit?
Maybe if I had some hands, I could fiddle with the lenses.
True.
I couldn't have done it without you, Max. Who knew Skunk Ape was so sensitive about getting dumped by Paperweight?
Looks like you're gonna win!
That's very, comforting.
All right, I think we're getting somewhere. If there's anything else to see here. But I need my internets for my fork knife! Alright, get out of there.
Still standing? I'm impressed.
If this is all it takes, you'll be really impressed when I kick your crimson keister. Hey, Skunk Ape!
What?
I can't believe you're doing Paperweight's dirty work.
What are you talking about?
I don't see him in here getting all sweaty with mole men, do you?
Ha! The only thing Paperweight is good for is fetching me more grapes after my battles.
Hey, Skunk Ape!
What?
It must have hurt when Paperweight dumped you, huh?
What are you talking about?
You know, when he ditched your little alliance of the B-list supervillains.
What? Paperweight didn't break the alliance. I broke it. I dumped him.
That's a lie.
Ah, my eyes.
Ah, time to attack.
Oh! A worthy attempt, Sam. But your feeble blows cannot topple me.
All right, we know there's a mole in that grate somewhere, so that's part of it. That's part of what we need to do here.
Max.
All right, what else? What else can we do?
Won't do me any good now.
You can still teleport for some reason. Does this actually work?
I can't leave now. The fight's just getting good.
No, we can't go anywhere. Alright, is there anything else we can do with future vision? We need to do something with that grate. Not sure what. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we're gonna
Paperweight's
sell
got
that.
a shorter fuse than those fireworks we bought from those Girl Scouts. Does my face always look like that when I'm laughing maniacally?
Unfortunately, yes. Sorry to break it to you. Great expectations. See there. Gotta be something with.
Why don't you fall?
After you.
Let's see. What other taunts do we have?
What?
So, the mole men giving you a good fight?
Don't be ridiculous. Those dreary little mole men barely get my pulse racing. It's all I can do not to double over laughing when I see them running around the arena.
Hey!
Liberté! Egalité!
with
Mole! Down with the Pharaoh!
How dare you!
Ow!
Alright, so there's an order of things here.
Hey, Skunk Ape!
What?
Let's see.
I've been wondering.
What?
Can you get free space gas with your AARP card?
Ah!
You clumsy oaf! Do you know how much that equipment costs?
Ooh.
Alright, we distracted the Pharaoh. So
Hey,
now
Skunk Ape!
What?
we'll do the mole man taunt again.
Didn't any of the mole people give you a good fight?
Well, that desiccated old mole woman had some fight in her. Certainly a lot more than the male of her species.
Hey! With moles! Down with the Pharaoh!
La la la.
Excellent.
So cool.
Alright. Alright, Freya, you take care. Thank you so much for hanging around. We will see you around.
Hey, Skunk Ape!
What?
Alright, so now we do the getting dumped taunt.
Paperweight broke your heart when he broke the alliance, didn't he?
I told you, I broke up with him!
Liar!
Ah, my eyes!
There we go. Now we attack.
Hi-ya!
Oh! Oh! Ow!
Finish him!
Oh, lot of good options here.
I have had enough of you!
I knew you could do it, Sam. Even though I may have secretly placed some side bets against you.
I couldn't have done it without you, Max. Who knew Skunk Ape was so sensitive about getting dumped by Paperweight?
Must we do everything around here? If you will not submit to our champion, then we will personally have the pleasure of scraping you from the papyrus of reality.
Try not to ruin my face, Sam.
And don't think we haven't noticed you meddling with our stolen toys.
Ah, croco dung.
Now, insect, strike me if you can.
I can't, your gloriousness.
That's more like it. I was right. This is fun.
Oh, jeez.
Max, give me a hand here.
But I don't have any hands, Sam. Or magic toys.
When has that stopped you before?
All right, all right. I'll see what I can do.
It's true.
Salmon Mac is mighty. Salmon Mac is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Salmon Mac is more than we can stand.
Kneeling won't save you now, traitor.
Oh, wait, no, I've got an idea. Oh, I've got an idea.
Salmon Mac is handsome. Salmon Mac is cute.
When we think of Salmon Mac, we give a big
Yes!
Oh, I'll never be a Grand Vizier now.
Avlov would be so proud.
Ooh, have I got a headache. Hey, did I just miss out on one of those reality makeover capers?
Yep, you were pretty much useless through the whole thing.
Dang.
Don't worry, though. I saved the day all by myself, even though I had my hands, legs, and all my internal organs tied behind my back.
Hey, nice work, little buddy.
Now hurry up and put my brain back in my body. This jar's starting to fog up.
There you are, Max. Good as, new.
Ooh, it's tight in here. All that demon broth must have fattened up my brain.
We'll get you on a steady diet of brain-shrinking reality shows tomorrow. Now let's stow this troublemaking toy box someplace safe before another delusional jerkwad gets his hands on it.
Aside from me, you mean?
Sam is coming! Sam is coming! Sam is coming!
You don't have to repeat yourself.
And besides, I'm right here.
Actually...
This is just like that dream I had last night. I wonder if he studied for his finals.
Why don't you ask them?
Max?
Yes?
Shouldn't I be waking up about now?
Shouldn't I be waking up now? A good question from a good dog, and one that you are no doubt asking yourself even now, along with who is the ominous Dr. Norrington? How did Monsieur Paperweight survive for over a century? And what is the dealio with all those naked Sams? We'll have answers of a sort to these questions in our next chapter. Until then, my friends, sleep well.
Sam and Max will return in episode 4, Beyond the Alley of the Dolls. Which will be what we're playing tomorrow, as a matter of fact. Hey Aruka, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. I can't! I know, that was actually a really good cliffhanger right there. Yeah, they're not even full-on naked, but they're more naked than he usually is, at least. Thank you for the GGs, everybody. I appreciate that. Wasn't my favorite of the chapters right there, but that was cool. Some of those puzzles were really clever, even the ones that it was struggling with. How do you folks like it? I hope you enjoyed that one. That was actually a really long one, too, surprisingly. Had the whole thing in the museum, had the noir sequence at the beginning, and then the whole thing in the different reality. Like, very ambitious chapter as far as their chapters usually go. Struggling? You? It's more likely to think. That stealthy precipitation? Oh, God. So yes, tomorrow we're going to be back at the same time, and we're going to be playing through episode 4. I'm going to try and start it and finish it, but we'll see if we can do that there. And that'll have us mostly done with the game, 4 out of 5 chapters done. That's exciting. Just came up with out with a pun on that cliffhanger. What do you got, Celica? Let out the dogs of noir, yes. EP, thank you for being here. I appreciate that. Whew, man. I really like this season. This season's really good. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Joda. I will be putting everything on YouTube like before, though. So if you want to check that out, feel free to. I'm glad you were able to join us for some of it. That is awesome. Alright, so this is where we're going to wrap it up for the day, though. Like I said, we're going to be back tomorrow at the same time. I'm going to try and do the Discord notifications. I apologize again about that. But we do have one last thing to do, as always. So if you got a minute, I'd appreciate it, because we need to see who else is live right now. So if you're not done watching Twitch, maybe I can send you somewhere cool. I would like the opportunity. That cucumber leg slice again. Don't make me laugh. I'm busy, Velikos. While I am checking to see who I was live, there's a couple links in chat you might want to check out, including a link to my Discord if you would like to chat with the rest of the community, and a link to my YouTube if you would like to check out any of the games I've played in the past, or if you want to get caught up on this one. Also, the other 2 seasons of Sam & Max are up there, as well as Sam & Max Hit the Road. So this is the finale of all the Sam & Max series. We've played through them before. So feel free to check that out. And where do we want to go today? We got some options here. However, we could stop in on somebody who was just in here before. Might be nice to say hello to them. And it's somebody we haven't rated in an age, so that'd be pretty cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would appreciate it if you would join us as we go raid a familiar streamer by the name of MRR Knight. Joda, any plans on the VR games? I don't have a VR setup, so unfortunately that kind of puts the kibosh on that, but I wouldn't be opposed to it at some point in the future. So yes, MRR Knight, very cool streamer. He does blind runs, he does challenge runs, he does some speed runs. Today he is attempting to beat Sonic 2 with no deaths. Not easy feat, but if anybody can pull it off, MRR Knight can. So why don't you join me over there, say hi to Knight, hang out for a bit, throw him a follow if you like what he's doing. But hey, if you've got other things to do, I will just say as I always do, have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you're at in the world. We'll see you folks tomorrow for Sam & Max Season 3, Episode 4. Take care of yourselves till then, everybody.